bring the heat.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I am your host, Rumboyz Robbie, aka the Admiral. First off, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight here on Rumboyz Fantasy Network. This is, if you don't know, well then you should ask somebody, go and then run and tell somebody, Rumboyz After Dark. Your local bar may be closed, but here on the pirate ship, the bar is most certainly open. Make sure that you guys go ahead before I introduce the panel, our crew. Go ahead and spike that like, subscribe to the content if you guys are new to the channel. Also, hit that share button on all of your social media. So your Twitter, your TikTok. Go ahead and drag that screen record down and screen record this and share it on your TikTok. Put it on your Snapchat. Put it on your Instagram. I want you to let everybody know, your Facebook, everything and everywhere, okay? First things first. Thank you for that. Thank you for your service. Thank you for helping us out with that. Let's go ahead and get into the panel here on Rumboyz After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. First up, introducing of the GMM Network, Bogart Scott Free.
Money!
What is good? What is good? By the way, you guys can check out each and every single member that is part of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, that either they're on-air personality or a writer. You can check them out on our YouTube panel in our homie section. Next up, representing Rumboyz.com, he is our chief editor and our graphic designer and also a writer and an on-air personality.
And a rapper.
And a rapper.
Yeah.
There's literally not a hat in this company that this man does not wear. Ladies and gentlemen, Miles Peacock.
Bars.
Okay. First of all, I'm not a rapper.
Bars, bro. Me and Peacock, we're gonna debut a song later. I'm telling you, bro.
I was like, I'll ghostwrite for y'all though. That'd be fucking you guys can.
Okay,
you
the
get,
cat's
you
out
can,
of the bag. He's
you
been
can do that.
ghostwriting for me this whole time.
He's Gilly the Kid. I dig it. Also, this man is a writer on Rumboyz.com. He actually just dropped an article breaking down the lightweight UFC men's division. He's actually going to be simultaneously watching Cesar Gutierrez's fight tonight. For those that don't know, we do have our sponsor fighter, Cesar Gutierrez, fighting on UFC Fight Pass tonight. This man has been covering and following very closely. He has you covered on everything boxing, UFC. I'm pretty sure if there's a fight that happens outside of your local Food Lion parking lot, outside of your local King Supers, he has that covered as well. Jake, the great, the bearded one.
What's up? And I promised one thing: I'll never talk about Hamza Chimaev again. Because if you cover him, something happens. The fight just gets canceled. Edwards gets screwed. Poor Leon. But whenever I talk about Leon or Hamza, nothing happens here. It's 3 times. So, the last article I ever read about that fight, Leon will get a fight. Just not going to write an article. It's going to be 5 days to decide a random opponent. But I apologize to all people who want to see Hamza fight a top contender because I might have ruined that one.
I like that.
Maybe 3 articles is a little bit too much.
That's how you know that you stick with your fan base, and you're like, guys, I'm sorry. Just so you know, like.
Yeah. I jinxed it. I think everyone did, but we all went to the fight. Didn't happen.
I was gonna say I have that touch also. Like I start talking really good about somebody, like or a team, and then they like lose, or they fall out of the playoffs, or they turn to shit like the Texans.
Or they lose players.
Nobody is the jinx here. It's me. Let's
go ahead and keep it rolling. We got a couple more members to introduce. Ladies and gentlemen,
I've destroyed whole generation.
This man has been a part of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network for a hot minute. I need you guys to go to our homie section and please, I am begging you, just go to our homies, click on Clock Management Fantasy Football, and hit that subscribe button. We are so close.
Oh, wait a second, hold on. Dub C's coming?
We are so close, ladies and gentlemen. We can't even call him white chocolate. Get ready to unash your snacks. It's Dub C in the building. White chocolate, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, yo, I got you, bro. I got a chewy ball right here. Justin, I got some Block and Bit cookies. His mic is his mic is a little bit low.
There we go. How about now?
There you go.
Can you hear me
now? I thought it was me. I was
demand
okay. Yeah, sorry, I had my mic off. Yeah, that's why I'm here, Robbie.
I got a whole box of Capri Suns, Dougie.
Hey, I'm not J-Lo.
I was
gonna say I saw the other day I went to Walmart. There was 2 dudes just
juice pouch,
in the parking lot going at it, and and Jake was calling the fight. Spot on analysis too.
Yes,
that was me in the fight, bro. I was getting
Let's go ahead and get into our next 2 panelists. One is someone that you guys have seen multiple times here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, but he is now officially a part of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. He is our Rumboyz NFL AM correspondent, and also our fantasy baseball correspondent. Now officially a part of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I am proud to introduce Fantasy Span.
What it do?
Thank
you for that introduction.
Extra swag.
It's official now, so I have no idea how tonight's gonna go.
What's like?
Don't get hazy.
He's like, I'm already in. I could get crazy now.
Yo,
for real.
Hey, let's go ahead and introduce our final panelists, our special guests for the afternoon. So this booking actually, honestly, happened on a fly. Like, there's no better way to put this. This man put out a tweet into the Twitter sphere, and he was like, "My fiance is out. It's just me, my dog, and my fridge. Who has a guest spot?" Yeah, he's like, "Who has a guest spot to feature on?" I was like,
"It's like, hold on. What's
done?
What's in the fridge? First of all,
have I got some shit for you?" So, ladies and gentlemen,
Justin's like, "Is it snacks?"
He is a physical ed teacher, host of both football and baseball shows on the Triple Play Fantasy. Hold on, let me make sure I get this correct. Triple Play Fantasy Network. He is a FSWA member, so he is part of the Fantasy Sports Writers Association.
Nice.
He is a writer for Fantrax.
That means I know a guy now.
And he's a contributor for Fantasy Degens, and we're all a bunch of Degens here, so we definitely love this.
Yes.
And he's also a foodie, and I know a thing or two about that. Ladies and gentlemen, David Mendelson. What is good, bro?
Yo, what an intro. What an intro video. Y'all got this hype over here. I love it.
Yeah,
welcome aboard the pirate ship.
Welcome aboard.
Just us dudes.
I know. We're waiting on. I did message Steffi. We'll see if she stops through. If she stops through, then we'll have the rum girl here. Justin, go ahead and check your phone. You should
the first lady.
Oh, so the first lassie.
There you go, the first lassie.
But gentlemen, y'all already know how we gotta do. We're about to have the comments appear on the chat. We're gonna get into Bogart's Monkey Knife Fight ad read. But first things first, ain't no party like a Rumboyz party because a Rumboyz party don't stop. Cheers to me.
Right.
Cheers to you.
Can you
All
add
the
some
Rumboys
music?
and girls, what it do? Dilly dilly.
You should have a sound.
Uh-huh.
When you say that, like you could just like hit like a soundboard, like right.
Yeah, we
next
need
to
a
it. Like the
we need
dude
a
in Lincoln
drop.
Park. You know, you can.
We're
like,
gonna have Bogart bring back his soundboard. Speaking of Bogart, Scott
Let me
Free.
tell you, it's a lot harder than you would think to get sounds so that you
Yeah.
can hear them and anyone you're doing this virtually can also hear them.
Dude,
Yeah, you're gonna be like,
it's
did y'all hear
crazy.
that? After
I've
you
been
dropped
trying to
nothing.
master this for about a year.
I figured it out. I just played a loudspeaker, super loud.
Just yeah, I remember Bogart doing that, or you just have the horn with you.
Hey, Bogart, go
Actual
ahead
Jamaican.
and hit him off with that Monkey Knife Fight ad read, brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, shout out to monkeyknifefight.com. First of all, Monkey Knife Fight, give me money. Head on over
Everybody.
to monkeyknifefight.com. And when you hit monkeyknifefight.com, download the Monkey Knife Fight app. Go ahead and type in promo code Rumboys in all caps and no cap. We matching that first deposit all the way up to $50. NFL came and went. We'll have fond memories of it. It will be back in a little over 200 days, right? Am I got that right, Justin?
You're good.
Look, we're
Yep.
getting the countdown going.
211 days.
211 days. Robbery in process, 211. You didn't know, you didn't think I knew those codes, huh? Check this out. Going back, speaking of codes, promo code Rumboys, get your first deposit matched all the way up to $50. We got basketball in full swing. Baseball is almost in full swing, pun intended. Shout out to Spendetta. We're gonna be bringing some baseball content for y'all, so y'all can get some MKF advice from us on that joint too. Head on over to monkeyknifefight.com. Do everything I just said. Yeah.
Dilly,
Give me money.
Yeah, money.
Just so you guys know, in the link in our description section, we do have a new app that we have partnered with, and we would like to direct you guys over to the SportsMe app. Join with us on SportsMe whenever we are not on air. Of course, when I'm not on air, okay? And check us out on SportsMe. You can get access to any of the members here. Right now, before it is invite only, we're going to kind of transition into invite only kind of process. But before it becomes invite only, get on over to SportsMe, hop into some battles. If you've ever wanted to say some shit to me and you have not been able to get on this panel, this is your prime opportunity to lock and load and just let it
The
rip.
line is around the corner.
Yo, the line I'm sure is around the corner with a lot of shit that I've said over the last 3 years.
The fact that you're still not back on Twitter yet is alarming.
Hell, man, why am I on this show? I don't even want to be like next to you. Like
I want a Twitter ban. I don't care because actually that would help me refocus on a lot of things I gotta do.
they're gonna do an
They're
investigation.
gonna ban everybody.
Hey,
in like
I
a year
decided-
anyways. Who cares?
I decided to stray away from my
There'll be a new
normal
platform to go on in
micheladas
the next 8 months.
and get my pirate on with the
I was-
Kraken.
I was gonna tell
Oh,
you, Justin,
shit.
that I'm making like homemade ones today.
Oh,
I got,
nice.
Like, gelato, and I got
The
like,
one day I don't have micheladas.
Yeah,
I'm
I got the
digging it. I'm
Seggies.
digging it.
Oh my glass.
Well, we're gonna
I'm on
begin
mushrooms.
today's show off with honestly we're gonna open it up with razor blades and lemon juice, and just open up the wounds
God.
of one of our own panel members.
Salt too.
But also, real quick, shout out to SportsMe too, man. SportsMe, give me money.
Hell yeah, SportsMe, give me money.
It's me, definitely give me money.
Like I said, yo, that's your chance to talk some shit. Like if you're waiting to talk some shit, that's your chance to talk some shit, like face to face. Like that's it right there, and you get points for it.
On the digital dueling field.
But we're going to continue kind of picking at one of our own panel members here. If you haven't noticed, in his background, some things might be missing there. It's like you're an asshole for this. Former Houston Texans
He
defense.
jumped
There's
ship
nothing
too.
Oh, I thought you were going to say former Houston Texans fan.
Maybe he jumped ship too.
Former Houston Texans defensive end J.J. Watt took to Twitter today to announce his request for release from the team.
See JJ Watt still on Twitter.
Where do you believe J.J. lands, and how should Houston move forward? Fuck you, Bogart, for that.
Oh, it's me first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, I think he's gonna go join his bros in Pittsburgh. That's been my bold, not so bold prediction for the last couple months. We saw this coming. Reading the tea leaves, as some would say. You know what I mean? Burning burning bones and cracking them open and reading J.J. Watt's gonna get cut. I am the Oracle. Give me money.
Fuck.
The Chinese did it, bro. The Chinese dynasty, and they used to burn the bones. Come on.
Yeah,
know
so-
history.
I know.
So
we're
the only thing I'll agree with Bogart on is that we kind of saw that they were going to cut him for months because it's the only thing that made sense because it saved so much as far as cap space, and there was no guarantees left in JJ's contract. So we do know all those things. If you read the article that I put out earlier today, like within the hour once the news broke, pretty easy to report. But regardless, I did list at least like 5 teams that I thought made the most sense that would be there. Number 1, if JJ's gone to go chase a ring, then he's going to Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. If Brady will allow it, that's basically Brady's team to pick and choose players that come in and come, and go or whatever the hell, or whoever he wants to get a ring along with him.
Out there.
Yeah, but the place that I would love to see him
and JPP rotating.
Yeah, I'll only talk about one other team because I list 3 other ones in there, but I don't think they're really stand a chance. The one thing that I will argue against Bogart's take in Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh doesn't have the cap to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
But that means
They just don't.
Roethlisberger's
It's like
gone.
30.
That's part
It's
of-
like
that's part
30
of it.
mil. You have an aging Roethlisberger, and then to reunite him there with his brothers, JJ would have to take from a $17.5 million contract that he was going to earn here in Houston and turn that into $400,000 for the next season. So that's a $17 million loss. I don't see that happening.
I think he's a giving guy. I mean, shout out to J.J. Watt. He
is a giving guy, but it's $17 million is a lot of money.
$40 million.
$17
Put your money on
a lot
him.
of fucking money, bro.
To come play like a third downs or whatever it may be.
He's
He could
still
buy-
like, is
he
he
could
still
buy
a
a lot
top
of-
defensive end? Right?
The thing is,
He's
he
healthy?
could
When
be
he's on
because
the
he gets
field.
double teamed a lot.
Right?
Yeah. So check
I
it out
don't
when
know.
he's healthy.
He
And I
could
bet
buy
you
a
Jake could give you the
shitload
stats.
of spotted cow with.
But here's the
$400.
team. Here's the team that I would love to see him go. I don't know if it could ever happen, but he would love to probably go back home to Wisconsin, play with Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, in a defense that couldn't stop Tom Brady in the playoffs. Couldn't form a pass
They
rush.
already got a
Tom
pretty
Brady.
good pass rush.
Yeah, but if you pair him
And
up
him,
with
though,
if you
Him
pair him up
the
with
Smith brothers?
with Gary, and so you do that there, and I think that's a great place for him to go
And
back to.
Clark,
First of all,
and-
because he has a home back
Clark.
there. That's where he grew up, and he loves Green Bay. He grew up, a
He
Packers
loves
fan.
cheese curds
He has a
and
good
spotted
relationship with
cow.
Aaron Rodgers. They could do commercials together. He could sell
gotta
a whole
make
lot
the
of
room.
cheese. But go to rumboys.com, read the rest of my article. You can see the other 3 teams that I did list in that article that broke this morning with the news. But everybody else, go ahead.
And Miles, I want to say, listen, Miles, I don't like that we keep shitting on Miles for what's going on in this team. He has no.
It's not my
control
fault,
over it.
man. Like,
And that
He
makes
has no control. He has no control, but it's fucking hilarious. Like whenever Miles gets defensive, because he never gets defensive about much. But when we're in that group chat, bro.
We're cursing all our teams. You know that, right?
Oh man, we are not.
Hey,
Yeah,
nobody's
we
team is better than anybody
Bogart,
else.
we did that
unless they
last
won a
year.
trophy,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
So nobody won a trophy this year, right? Okay, that's what
No,
matters.
yeah, nobody on this
Reset
panel
button.
won a trophy. So yeah,
It's true.
no, it's all
31
good.
losers.
Fantasy trophy?
Oh wait, we
No, I got my
got
fantasy
a lot of
right there.
fantasy trophies.
It's
We're
right
not
there
worried about
somewhere.
fantasy trophies.
Somewhere
We're
where we
definitely
can
not worried
like-
about fantasy trophies.
Yeah, I got several of those, but I'm talking about my team
Troy.
getting a trophy.
What up, Troy?
What is up, Troy?
What up, Troy?
But yeah, that's
man.
my take on it. Like I said, I had listed a couple other teams, but if you want to talk about them, I think that's why they're long shots. But you guys may want to mention them, and if you don't, I might bring them up honorable mention at the end.
All right,
Are we doing a
Jacksonville.
snake draft? So would it be Jake?
Oh yeah, it would be Jake. Yeah, it would drop right down to Jake. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Jake.
Well,
the Snake.
here, I don't see why Houston would want him at this point. He had 5 sacks last year. And at this point, he's not worth the money he was making. And I kind of respect him for saying I'm not worth that right now. I think he is hitting that point where you have to go 7 to maybe 5 million. And it's situational because he hasn't stayed
Dude,
healthy.
he-
And when he is healthy,
That was my team.
maybe healthy. We don't know how he is right now. What he is not what he was. And he's definitely not near a top-end defensive lineman anymore. I'd say he's definitely more of a role guy. You have him 3rd down, maybe 2nd. But, yeah, he's definitely situational football right now. So I don't think the team that will get him is going to be in the market right now. I think we're going to find a team that finds a quarterback they really like. They kind of get a locker room situation where they want the J.J. Watt in there, I don't think we can predict any team that is contending right now or was a playoff team would go after him.
Eagles.
Packers especially, they don't do free agency very well, and they don't care to because they don't have to. They get their own players. And you can say what you want. Aaron Rodgers had players. At some point, it's execution and coaching. They had the team. So the only team that I could see maybe doing it, I think, that was like around that area is the Cardinals, maybe.
Mm.
To get, we have a very young leader.
That's interesting.
Maybe not the best leader
I don't know.
right now in Kyler Murray, and you get another guy in there, but
he wants to go to a contender.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think the team that's going to get him is out in the market right now. I think they're going to draft a quarterback and just build culture, and I don't think J.J. Watt's worth much money. I think he's going to be a situational football player. I mean, he is healthy, and he had 5 sacks. I mean, I don't want to rip him apart. He produced for Houston on the field, but 5 sacks in 16 games isn't good. That's just really not for a guy getting paid $17 million. So
he's probably
maybe
made a lot
pay him 5 or 6 and see if he could play for a year. Maybe he signs a 2 or 3 year deal to be a veteran somewhere, but the deal's fine. Like wherever he goes, he's not worth $10 million or $8 million anymore. That's just gone.
Fucking Aiden. The Jets and the Jags are the top 2 options.
That's for Watson.
I'm thinking a team that was like maybe 7
to
to 8
8
wins.
That gotta be Watson.
Man, I think he might go to the Titans. Maybe
he'd
be going reuniting with Ribble.
That's what they lacked.
They get that edge rush. Also, I gotta say, Bogart, I love the Venom shirt. You guys should definitely check out the King in Black comic book series if you're comic book nerds.
You should also check out that one episode that we recorded, all 3 of us together, somewhere.
I still have. I haven't even put it up yet. I'm gonna get a few of them recorded.
This is the home right here. Let's make the home of that show right here on the Fantasy Network.
We can do it later.
But no, I think the Titans, instant contenders that need an edge rush and he has the history with the coach. So I mean, I could see that happening.
That's a good point.
There's a few teams out there I think that would be in contention there for him to go to with that. But I really like that one.
All right, Sven.
About the Jags, I know it's crazy, but like bring that.
Aiden, you wanted someone to side with you.
No, I was thinking it. I mean, they have the cap space, they have the money. It's the thing is though, it's like I don't know if they would have that win now mentality. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like, it's not.
He maybe has 3 years.
Exactly.
He
wants
to
win
so often.
That's why the way we've been ranking these teams.
But if they're gonna pay him, come to Jacksonville. like be that voice on the team. Build up these young guys, like especially on the defense and Urban. Like I don't know. I just think that it. But he's in that if he's in that win now mentality.
Is Tom Brady going to Jacksonville?
Can I help you on your take here?
Tom Brady went to Jacksonville. He probably will.
Like, I'm just gonna hit skip cities.
Do the Titans have the cap? What would you pay?
Titans.
I haven't looked at the Titans cap.
I have the cap.
I'm not giving more than $6 million.
They have 1.3 right now, according to.
He would definitely need to take
$800,000
veteran minimum, maybe.
But if you're chasing a ring, you're gonna have to take a pay cut.
Prove it deal, I think.
Yeah,
right?
of course, but why not do it with Tom Brady? Instead of anybody else.
Tampa has the money.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They can make room for him, not pay him the minimum.
Too easy, and I won't do that.
I would do it if I was Watt. Screw it.
But I'm not going to pick that because it's too easy for me to pick that. Because you have Barrett leaving.
I don't think that he would go to the Niners, but I would love to see him right there alongside one Bear. Yeah, alongside Bosa.
Do you think he would stay in Texas? Do you think he would stay in Texas?
No.
No, right? No, right?
Find a winning team, maybe.
Everybody, all my friends in the chat, they were like, why didn't you mention the Cowboys in your article? And I was like, I did. Look at the very last line. And I did. I said that he wants to go to a contender.
Just because if Dak doesn't sign, then like he'll be like shit.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
Hey,
that was Zeke's contract. They got to trade Zeke and Dak away and something else plus
Let's
picks.
go to David. Let's see how David. Let's check David's temperature on this topic. Go ahead, David.
So I think he's 100% staying in the AFC. I think he wants to say fuck you to the Texans, even though he's playing nice on video. I think he wants to stick it to him. And
what up, hustler?
I think he's definitely going to go to a contender that's like one of those 4, 5, 6 teams to actually win. Like
Okay.
I mean, Jacksonville, like, they got some nice promise, but he's on his last year or two of his career. He's not going to a team with promise at this point. He's going to a team that's going to be in contention to win a ring. And one team that I think is a real dark horse right now is the Ravens, because they got 19 million in cap space. Every single veteran defensive player goes there. They just got Calais Campbell last offseason. I don't know if they'll keep him or not, but they always have a good crop of defensive players. I think that's a dark horse.
Hired there, and that was his coach this last year on defense. But they were horrible.
Do they have state
They
tax?
were horrible though, so that doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, it's like Green Bay.
Texas, there's no state tax, man. There's no.
Hold on.
That coach, the DC that went 0-16.
I love that you brought.
I like the
that
Baltimore
up.
though. That's cool.
I love that you brought that
really
up, and I want to make sure that I get this quote exactly correct. Malcolm from the homie Malcolm Owens. He's actually in the chat right now. I knew that was going to happen. I knew as soon as he's like, bruh, stop the cat. I don't want his ass to be balanced. So I'm going to read a quote directly from my Facebook right here. He better not go to B-more when we still need a true number one.
Are they trading away Orlando Brown?
They're definitely going to be drafting one.
They're going to trade away Brown.
They like to gang.
I love that Malcolm was in the that was so perfect.
They gang rush the QB. So it's like that's why there never has been one dominant like pass rusher over there. You know what I mean? You got Judon gets in the mix.
I want to know
Kenneth Murray got in the mix. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
I want to know if our Baltimore correspondent Connor Burke is in the chat. I want to know how he feels about it. I know that me and him we chopped it up in the Rumboyz Writers chat earlier, but I can't remember exactly what his temperature was on that one. Me personally, I want to see Watt go, and Watt strikes me as a guy that he wants a ring, which would automatically tell me Tampa Bay, right? But I also feel like he strikes me as a guy that would want to go and play with his brothers. Yeah. And I think that Pittsburgh is just what
he already got a spot to stay.
Exactly.
They make Subway commercials together. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Right? They have a Subway in their backyard. Like,
yeah, he has a family ranch house in Wisconsin. I mean, he could be in Green Bay and play right there in his backyard.
Wisconsin.
I'm gonna say that I want to see him actually. I want to see that. Like, I think that would be a really great narrative.
His wife plays for Chicago now that she got.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
So
where she goes.
So Stephon Diggs did.
What about Buffalo, man? Buffalo would be pretty interesting.
Buffalo's in my article. If you guys check out the article, Buffalo's in my article.
We're in a win now. They are in a win now right now.
Look, Josh Allen is on a rookie deal. They have room to work with his contract, plus that defense, if healthy, in the playoffs, could make a run. You have somebody to rush Patrick Mahomes. Exactly. Familiar with that on third down.
Stephon Diggs did tweet. He did tweet. JJ Watt, hear me out.
Defense where he has limited reps, right? That has a chance to win.
Hey, hear me out. One place he won't go is the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
I don't think they have the cap space.
They have issues with the cap, man. They're not.
Thank you. I'm gonna mark this. Hold on, I'm gonna mark this.
Unless they do something, unless some shit happens.
Hey, I'm a big Chiefs fan. There's no way he's going to Kansas City.
They're gonna do this every year. They find a way, bro. They're gonna give him like a lifetime supply of KC barbecue sauce.
Chris Jones has like an $85 million contract extension, man. Come on, dude.
JJ Watt to the Packers if they can clear some shit up.
That would make sense.
In a few years too, with the talent they have, once that contract kicks in, they cannot keep moving that money long term from Mahomes. In 2 or 3 years, maybe 4, you're gonna get crushed.
That's why I like Buffalo. That's why I like Buffalo is my long shot.
Casey Sliders, Miles.
You know what?
Casey goes stars and scrubs like all the time. Like they pay up for a bunch of guys, and then they basically just have guys get drafted, go in and out the door.
Yeah. I've been wrong about the old guys before. Trust me, like Fournette.
Hang on, really quick.
But
I guess the spirit of
you see his the other day.
You're getting muted for having a fucking White Claw.
Who's having a White Claw?
I know what.
The guy from NASA. Over there.
I want to go ahead and I want to tie in two things here in the chat. I want to tie in two things in the chat. Ravens need to trade for Julio, and then Malcolm right underneath says wrong answer. We don't build our wide receivers. Big shout out to you boys. So I want to actually tie these two in. You're
Des
right. Hang
Bryant
on.
has something to say about that. Patch him in, Robbie.
Fuck that. I like JD's take. I like Guccini's.
Patch him in, bro.
I like Guccini's take. To be honest,
Shout out to JD.
with a combination of Malcolm's take here, and here's what I mean by combining these two comments together, and that's why I keep flipping between these two. I agree with the Ravens having to go for Julio, and I agree with the Ravens, they don't build their young receivers. So for them to go out and go and get a veteran, i.e. when they went to go and get Steve Smith, it super fucking makes sense.
Or
So
John Brown, or before them two, between that,
Crabtree and
Anquan
Bolden.
Bolden.
We can go on. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So I agree with
Bryant.
these two takes.
Did we say Crabtree?
I agree with these two takes. We're at the 30-minute mark.
Crab was there.
We're at the 30-minute mark. I want to make sure that we get those two and we clip that because that's perfect and that's going to pay dividends into the offseason. Both those guys in the chat are right. So kudos to those guys right there.
Yeah, big
Let's keep it moving on to the next topic. I like the.
Oh, I do want to say one more thing. Hey,
Broncos like I don't want Julio.
Shout out to
Everyone's saying
Houston,
trade for Julio.
Houston did the right thing because it's a win-win situation for both parties. They need to get some bread. They're gonna have to give him 17 mil, if not before when the automatic money kicks in, right? Like what's it in March, beginning of March? So they let him go, and they're like, go ahead, frolic through
It's
the
a win-win.
free agency fields. They let him go early.
Bogart.
Let
Let's
him go
face
early.
it. No.
The
It's a
earlier the
win-win.
better for JJ Watt is what I'm saying.
Stop.
Now
I'm
he
gonna
gets to
stop
talk
you.
to
I'm
a
gonna
lot of
stop you
people.
right
He's
the
there.
fuck there. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Well,
Here's
I'm
where it's a
mute.
win-win. Here's where it's a win-win. You
Okay.
can't afford any more bad press. So you need to let JJ just walk. You can't afford to fuck up anything else in terms of PR.
Plus, he was underproducing for his contract.
Exactly. Not only that.
5
That's
sacks
cold hard
for a
facts.
season of production is
That-
ridiculous for a 17
That's cold
mil.
hard facts.
Get
But I'm
rid of
talking
him.
about for what Bogart
So
was
you
saying.
mean they
for
need
what
to give him
Bogart
all
was
the time.
saying.
So no one wants him. He needs all the time to look. Is what you're
Hey,
saying.
No, I'm
look,
stopping this. No, we're going on. We're moving
it out.
on.
No,
He needs to
if you
find
check
a
out my
contender,
Twitter, though,
Bogart. That's
hey,
it. Let him go where he wants
Yeah,
and
let him
take
find
a
a contender.
minimum and be a winner. Because he's
No,
not going to
do that,
produce
right?
with
No,
what
we're moving
he
on.
has
No.
right now.
But look, they released him as a favor to him. It was a mutual, like he said. That's honest truth. The team will save, and they've moved from 30th
The
in cap
grandfather
space to
clock has
18th.
chimed.
You know what
is
I'm
that a
saying?
grandfather clock?
Yeah, it is.
That's
It's not
awesome.
I
mine.
love that
Yeah, it's
shit.
chicks.
Awesome.
But look, they've moved from 30th, third to last, to 18th in cap space, right? And now he gets a chance to choose wherever he wants to go instead of being traded. So
But
it was
this we
mutual.
already know. But this we already know, and we know
That's
that
what I'm
it's mutual.
saying. That's why. That's
We
why
know that.
That's why what Bogart was saying doesn't make sense. That's all you had to tell
Completely
me.
unrelated. I
And
just
let's
imagine
bring this up
Jake
too.
sitting next to that
They've-
grandfather clock
They've
reading
been
Hemingway.
open with
Wow.
teams who've called for a trade for Watson and said, we have him
Or
under
like Edgar Allan
contract. We're
Poe.
not trading.
No, never more.
We're not moving him. We have him under contract for 3 more years. No.
No, not the same thing. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. Next topic. We on a boat, motherfucker. We on a boat. Tom Brady was on a boat. Thank you, Jake, for doing that for me. He knew how to time it, too. Tom Brady was on a boat as he launched the Lombardi Trophy from his little tiny, I don't even know what the fuck we call this boat, like this little tiny speedboat onto like another tiny speedboat. And Gronk, of course, was the one to catch the pass. Is this just another reason why Brady's a badass? And what were to happen, in your opinion, if that motherfucker got dropped? Would someone have dove in and got it? And like what? Let's start with David.
You'd be like, I got 6 more. I got to worry about it.
For real.
Damn.
I looked at Tank. Just walk off on that. It's actually pretty great.
That's a murder take right
I
there.
can see it. I mean,
Yeah,
Like, one of
I
these
post.
things?
Just go with that, man. That was a great take.
yeah.
You close
I
out.
posted on Twitter your first kid versus your 7th kid with
Yeah.
a picture of him with his first trophy and then him tossing that trophy.
Nice.
Well, I should have fucking edited that into the show. He said breaking down the tape, which big shout out to breaking down the tape. He actually found us through TikTok and then found us on Twitter and then comes here on YouTube. So big ups.
Hey.
Looking forward to working with you breaking down the tape. He said Tom Brady channeled his inner Florida man.
Right.
I mean, he's in the right state, right?
I want to say too,
Brady
Tom
caught
Brady.
Lombardi.
Tom Brady
dropped it, and Brady stepped in. Can't
Yeah,
remember.
it was great. Yeah, Brady.
Okay,
Yeah,
damn,
Brady,
man. Thanks for staying up late, bro.
Yeah, Brady tweeted out as he was
Interesting.
video of
It's like a little Hail
him.
Mary, right? He caught it. Oh no, Gronk dropped it. Britt came in, caught it last second before it went to the water.
Brady.
So,
Right.
he had the Hail Mary
Great
right there.
caught it.
Yeah, Brady tweeted out a video of him coming off the boat, stumbling, someone helping him walk, and he said
loved
that
it, yeah.
avocado
It's very
tequila.
relatable too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right over Robbie's shoulder.
Gave, give me money.
If you look
So
at
good.
the GIF there or the thumbnail behind Robbie.
Bogart, give me a mic check.
Yo.
I hear him.
Give me one more.
Bruh.
Hasn't he been louder? I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't, he's been tweaking with my volume. Like, what am I at now? 50?
No, I just moved
Because
you
you're
up to
moving,
100.
man. You got to keep it
For
in one
real?
spot. The auto
No,
adjust is not.
Bogart's
you're
always at
fine.
100.
You're fine.
Listen,
No, you're
I'm on
fine.
10.
Oh, now he's gonna be blasting in our ear later.
Yeah,
I know.
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe it's mine. I don't know.
Gosh, I'm at like 32.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, yeah, I have everyone's EQ
Put me
levels.
at 70.
Yeah, I'm about to probably drop you down because I know that's just gonna pop later, like after the music video. Like we're gonna go in, we're gonna go into the music and then we're gonna be fucked.
I
Like,
love that there was a bad motherfucker though throwing that trophy around, the most coveted thing. He's just like, and over water. It wasn't even like they were on ground. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was like 80
fucking
feet
dope.
down or some shit. If it had,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Well, there would've
give
been
Brady
divers,
props. He sent his teammates a $3 million
He would've-
yacht.
He would have gotten another one.
hey,
No, let's
Don't
remember,
worry, I got another one next year.
Brady had a $3 million yacht sent there, and just
Tom
Brady
Brady went to
teammates there
Florida.
the entire day.
Stunning.
nice.
Tom Brady went to
Flex.
Florida, started bumping Kodak, and is now a whole jit. In Boston, he was sophisticated.
Hey,
Florida.
But let's
I
give
feel
Brady
like
props.
Gronk would have
We give Brady the
drowned
weekend
trying to
giving
get
$7
that.
million for a
saw that
celebration.
shit?
Brady put $2 million to $3 million in for a yacht for his
Kevin
teammates.
would kill them.
He's
You
like,
saw that
"Screw
shit where
this,
he was
come on."
like,
Right? Like,
give it to
oh
him,
shit, I dropped that
so-
one. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like McCoy would be the most upset about this whole thing.
What would they say?
Oh.
Like, Tom Brady's he's living his best life, as they say.
'Cause my-
Tom Brady right now, like he is just
Hey.
loving
Living
life.
my best life.
Dude,
Like,
he's like
he-
9 years older than I am.
This
right
is
now. Like,
ridiculous.
what the hell?
He's what? He just won his 7th
He's
damn
a
Super Bowl.
comp-
Like,
that's
what the
it.
hell
I'm-
just what? What the hell
Going
just
back to
happened?
hating, he's
What did he
accomplished
get
way
wasted
too
on?
much.
What was
Way
he drunk
too-
on?
Overachiever.
Wow.
Hey, you
Tequila?
jump on that.
He's
You
too
jump on
much
that
of a positive
avocado
influence
tequila.
for
Bourbon,
you.
scotch?
He probably
Yeah,
makes. He probably has a farm of avocado. Like they're
That's
like
the avocado
legit
tequila.
Yes, it was
making
alcoholic
tequila.
avocado
And all y'all
avocado.
buying GameStop stocks, I'm buying avocado trees,
The
bro.
size of the chips on his shoulders, bro. He could just sell
Avocados
Yeah,
from
all the
it.
chips on his
and
shoulders, yeah,
avocados.
for sure.
Okay, okay.
Bro,
Hey.
he was wearing the white pants with the tan joint.
I feel like everything he does
He
is
had
so
a-
calculated. Like
he
he
had a
knew
knee
that was
brace
gonna blow
on.
up.
Right.
At the parade, he had a knee brace on.
Except the one
A
thing
super
where he
dad
jumped
move.
off the cliff with this kid that was pretty close to hurting someone.
Yeah, that one was.
Yeah.
I mean, he
That's
tossed.
Slightly dangerous. Everything else, he's a genius. But
I like
Phyllis
when we
killing
have a
himself and his
topic
daughter
where
was
everyone
not
can
it.
chime in.
You know, and there is an age. I think there is an age that you get past that you don't kiss your son on the mouth anymore.
Hey,
but I
give
gotta
it
say,
time.
man,
Give it time,
come
man.
on.
Social media is still
Like,
around, bro.
7 years old.
I gotta say, if
I
you're,
don't know
I
when
guess
it
that's not
is.
bad.
if you're tossing your kid off a cliff, I mean, you got to trust Tom Brady to make
Under
that
another
throw.
Listen,
circumstances.
wasn't Michael
yeah.
Jackson great? He was putting him over
You get the hands
boundaries.
of God. I mean, the hands
Out
of
of
God
bounds.
in there
He
to
was
catch that
holding
pass.
him. He was
He
holding
was
him.
holding him.
Bogard. Come
Young
on.
blanket.
I said he was great because of it.
Blanket.
He said,
He's got those
That
soft
was-
hands. Great for catching.
I thought he was Simba, bro.
Nice. He could have been like a
His
slot
avocado
receiver.
lotion softened his hands to catch his daughter from not
All of
dying.
us are wrong for that joke.
Off
That
that
went
cliff.
way too
No, it was
dark.
terrible. That was
sorry.
terrible.
That
That
joke
was terrible. It was
went
very
way
We
too
dark.
don't.
dark.
Very dark.
We definitely advise against throwing.
That's
children
why
over
this
here
is
on
an
the
after
Rumboyz Fantasy
dark
Network.
show. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The dark
Yes.
jokes come
It's
out.
raunchy comedy that just goes off the rails
Beware
a little
of
bit. Sorry about
avocados.
that.
David's like, I can't believe I fucking bought into this.
No,
Like,
this is great.
he's like, this is great. He's like, I don't get to hear this on my 9 to
Hey,
5.
David.
Nah, man, we're so like PG. Just
David,
like
do you eat avocados, David?
I did actually. That was part of my dinner. That was part of what was in my
Okay.
fridge.
Nice.
Gotta have
They go
good
bad
fats.
so fast though. Like
I
you
love
gotta, like,
avocado.
you gotta
I
eat
eat
the
guac
whole
all the
thing,
time.
like-
We
You
talked about
just
this
stick them
last
in the
time.
fridge, and then they'll like
Yeah.
slow down a little bit.
So,
I like avocado
Adam.
containers.
Scrape a little of the
Back to
brown off.
fridge.
Hey, so the way that we sum up So the way that we sum up this, okay, I feel like we all chimed in enough to where that was like perfect for everybody. Is
I'm good on
fuck it. I got 6 more. Thank you for the 7th. Of course, I'm going to complete a pass from boat to boat over a fucking river where this
Hey, the
thing is
Hail Mary,
probably-
too. The Hail Mary. Gronk dropped it. Brait saved it.
How heavy is that? Do we know how heavy that is?
It's like
I
12
know it's
pounds,
made
gotta
by
be.
I think it's like at least 7
Is it? It's made by
What a
Tiffany's,
pound.
Made by
really?
Tiffany's.
It's not
Okay.
light, especially if you
It's
have a whole
a
body
really
it's way
long-
heavier.
You gotta
A
go with
football's
that.
what,
Like,
7 to
it's-
Brait
10?
was lifting
I don't
1,000
think
pounds.
it's solid.
How
But it's
heavy is
definitely
a
made
Lombardi
of Steeler.
trophy?
I mean, a Steeler, a silver.
Yeah, we gotta take.
7
I like
pounds.
Robbie here because think about
7
this.
pounds.
You gotta add the amount of booze he
7
had,
pounds.
and
7.
Brait caught that.
7 pounds.
Yeah, true.
See, so it's like a football
What was
almost.
the spiral on it?
So it's
When
less
you- y'all see
impressive.
him?
Actually, Brait's not that good. They should cut him right now.
No, it looked more like a
He's a Harvard grad, bro.
I like
I'm
Cameron
not
Brate.
impressed now
Look, if
anymore.
Robbie ducks, he's wearing a
Yeah, get
pirate.
rid of him.
He's
Sorry.
wearing like a
He's not that
pirate
good.
cowl
Get rid
and
of
an eye patch, and he's holding Tom Brady in the thing behind Robbie. There's Brate
Yeah.
in the picture. There he is.
That's dope.
That's Brate right there, holding the Rumboyz shot glass out of the party because he's having too much fun.
Actually, take the white claw out of that one.
Should we
Nice.
do a shot? Now that you just said that, like, why did you do that?
I don't know. I was
Cameron-
waiting for
Cameron
somebody
Brate-
to say something. It
Cameron
was
Brate
8:45.
told us
I
to
was
do
going
it.
to say something.
I had 2 of them earlier, so I'm just gonna
only
continue
6:45 here.
Oh, damn.
Man,
Well, it's
lucky,
5 o'clock
yeah.
somewhere, isn't it?
Hey guys, hey, oh god, breaking the tape.
Almost.
Say, is that fully inflated 7 pack?
Ooh, was the trophy
love it.
deflated?
Ooh, I
Question.
like
That's
that.
very-
Nice.
that's a fair
Trophy
question.
gate.
Hey, he's running out of fingers, man.
That
Ian
comment,
incoming.
that comment deserves.
JPP would have
Hey,
the
hey, dude is
JPP would
dope.
have the
Why didn't we
perfect
just
amount
do
right
it?
now.
It's like 8, and
We're
he just
breaking
does
the tape, or what-
reverse
what's
middle
the
finger
homie's
goes like
name? The
this,
tape, bro. We
and
gotta
if
rock-
it's
we
like
gotta
super
rock with
jointed,
it.
and he's like,
Wait.
boom.
Cheers to me.
Like, I will flip
Cheers to
you
you.
off.
All the Rum Boys and girls, what it do? Dilly dilly. We love and appreciate all of you.
In the kids' cup.
Did you see what Leonard
No, what if
Fournette
he gets to the
tweeted the
point
other
where he
day?
goes total Star Trek and is like, I have 8, so I can't flip you off anymore. So it's just like this. Because these 2 don't have rings, but these ones do.
Oh,
That's
man.
He's throwing
oh,
up the
I don't.
Vulcan.
That's fucked. Yeah, he's throwing
That'd be
the
hilarious,
fucking
too, if he
Star
did
Trek joint, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, I
how
saw
about this?
like him
Y'all,
Another track.
in the
Um,
locker room.
y'all ready for some draft talk? No,
hold on, real
Bogart.
quick. What's
Wait.
dude with the beard produced all the? He started Def Jam's.
Gandalf.
Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin. So, y'all remember when Jay-Z
Gandalf,
was,
nice.
There's footage
Like
of
it.
Jay. He's filming him making the Black Album, and he did
Yeah.
99 Problems, right?
Yeah.
So he's with Rick Rubin in his studio, and he goes, "Take a look
Oh,
at
it
this."
reminds me of a
Bring-
Reuben sandwich.
He brings me the fucking I know Reuben sandwich. Give me money. With some sauerkraut. Anyways, he goes like this. He tells the cameraman, "Come on over here." He goes, "Look at the doorstop. It was a Grammy." Because he has so many fucking Grammys, like, that's the doorstop. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Wow,
Boss.
Grammys give me money.
Now he's getting money, bro.
Nice.
Goes to show how much he gave a fuck about it. I win those all the
Holy
time.
crap.
Hey,
Oh, that's way too much
the
fun.
NFL draft.
Like Meryl Streep with like Oscars.
The NFL draft is rapidly approaching. Who do you believe will be QB1 off the board? Many, especially with the draft approaching, believe that it will still be pretty boy sunshine Trevor
Hush,
Lawrence.
hush.
Others are beginning to feel it's going to be Ohio State's Justin Fields. Your thoughts, your takes, and why? We start at the top now. Bogart.
So I think a lot of the Justin Fields thing would come from the correlation with one Urban Meyer. Oh shit! I messed that up already. See, that's what happens when you're trying to premeditate something.
Urban Meyer.
Hey, it's all right.
former
It's all right.
Ohio
I was
State.
gonna say
Rewind, bro.
Urban Oscar Meyer. My baloney has
Scratch
a first
that.
name.
Reverse it.
That's a fucking dope nickname, bro. Anyways, Urban Meyer, my baloney has a first name. He has the Ohio isms in him, so maybe he would look at one Justin Fields, and maybe they're concerned with Trevor Lawrence getting that. He's still got to get a surgery. He's probably going to lose a ton of weight after a surgery. I'm pretty sure anyone could attest to that. When you get a surgery, you tend to lose a little weight.
Shit, I wish.
He came in at what, 6'5"?
Has that opposite effect after you're 30. I guess.
Yeah, I know, right? He came in at what 6'5" today, and then but 218. He's probably gonna start off the offseason at like 200 pounds, I would assume. I don't know. I'm trying to find reasons why they wouldn't look at Trevor Lawrence. They'd be stupid too. You know what I mean? To not look at Trevor Lawrence.
Nice.
Draft him.
Peacock.
Yeah. No, I mean Sunshine. Yeah, I figured that's where the number one pick would probably go. Wasn't the future head coach just like fucking staring him down in just recent news? So I feel like that's it's pretty much a lock, and that's the way I'm going with it, just to keep it nice and short. But yeah, I'm pretty much on board there with what Bogart said for the most part.
Hush, eye to eye.
For once, I know, right?
That's why he
Bro,
was looking at
really
it.
quick, yo, big shout out to our resident resident mixologist, our resident rumologist,
Yeah, shout out to
John, for the love of Sundays,
Hey,
because
Johnny.
homie is literally in fucking South Beach right now. It's the missus' birthday. Really quick, I want to give a big birthday shout out. Let's do. Y'all gonna hate me for this.
Yeah, no.
I forgot to do this.
Bruh.
Yeah, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the show. I want to give.
I love fucking Johnny boy.
I want to give 2 birthday shout outs. The first one is to the homie.
2 birthday shots? What?
Yeah, well, I'm doing one shot for 2 fucking birthdays. Seems like I'm game.
Jeez, I got shit to do.
But no,
It's
I want
new
to
signee day.
say happy birthday to Philip Simmons, fantasy football Porkman, and I also want to give a shout out
Hell of a
to
name.
FF Porkman.
Yep, FF Porkman, big support of the show, bro. Big support of the show.
Big up. Happy
I was
birthday.
in some leagues with Porkman.
Aquarius's rule.
And I also want to shout out John's wife.
Aquarius.
Wow,
And I was in 2 leagues with John this last season as well. So
Mrs. Ford.
Harmony and
Sundays.
understanding.
This shot is for you guys. Happy birthday. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. Happy birthday to
Question, can I
you.
jump
Happy
in?
birthday.
oh, no, you gotta get all sensual. Come on.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
But see, I can like see Bogart like this is like. Can you picture like Bogart at like a karaoke bar, just like
Of course.
No.
I kill it.
No.
with the mic,
I
like,
kill it.
just
bro.
like he
It
was
depends on
recording a
what state you find
podcast.
Bogart in. Is it
Bogart-
shrooms or not?
If
If
Bogart
it's just the
did karaoke-
tequila,
Yeah,
It's
Bogart's
like-
Filipino. Of course he
Yeah,
does karaoke.
it's in our blood.
If Bogart did karaoke, the only song that he's gonna do and do well is "Every Thug Needs a Lady."
What would I be without you?
Here's the question,
He
though.
did that one.
Does
I
Bogart
love-
go out before or after the shrooms?
Give me money.
Listen, I go on stage. as
All
it
of the
hits.
above.
If he did a big,
All of the above.
okay, no, all the
All you
above,
hear
no,
is din,
no.
din, 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 din.
Someone falling down because that mic stand might not be weighed up, so he's just going.
Actually,
boom.
Back to the
Bogart
topic.
only goes after because it's always after.
Yeah.
Back to the topic.
After dark, Rumboyz After Dark.
I think it's
Free promo.
Jake's turn, right?
Welcome to the
Yeah,
Yeah, I
karaoke
already
bar.
went.
QB1, Fields, Lawrence, Zach Wilson. Who's your QB1 coming off the board?
I actually don't love Trevor Lawrence's delivery. I think there's issues to how he throws the head down, puts the arm where his head is, and he kind of makes himself like a 6'2", 6'3" quarterback. It is a problem. Don't know how the film's going to go because it did look better. But when you're on that field, what you've done for 15 years is going to catch up. And I think his tendencies make him less of a for sure prospect. I want to make a hot take and say Trey Lance is an elite player and might be the best in this draft. Because he's elite.
North Dakota. Huh?
I think
North
it's safer
Dakota,
to
eh?
go Fields
He said-
over Lawrence.
He said it with a Minnesota accent, though.
No, but that's like it's the same.
Oh, it is it.
Yeah, they said like North Dakota.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
you know?
There you go. Yeah,
Close.
North Dakota State. But whatever. I
Minnesota.
don't think they're gonna move from Lawrence. I think they should. I like Fields more as a prospect, or even Wilson. I don't like Fields as a prospect. I'm gonna say that now. Not an expert, but I think he has flaws in his delivery that are gonna be exposed.
He's got to do that
we're
laser
gonna
thing
find
that
later.
Josh Allen did.
But I don't see Meyer in his first year in the NFL going from what the GM says, and I think they might take Lawrence just because they kind of have to, and Meyer does not have that authority. I think he does want Fields though, if he had that choice.
I don't know.
Wow.
So I think they're going with Lawrence for sure. I think it's guaranteed at this point. But also, I think Lawrence also coming for Patrick Mahomes' head and shoulder contract. So look out for that.
He 100% needs to look out for
What
that.
if he gets the Herbert haircut and just goes total Marine?
No way,
Please.
he can't do it.
The G.I. Jane.
Look, guys,
Hansen, he'd be kicked out of Hansen.
Thanks, John. We appreciate it. I want to take a shot of something that's actually good.
Oh shit, that one killed me, bro. I forgot.
Yo, John is in South Beach.
G.I. Jane.
Like, bro, if
I
you don't go
never
get a
looked at
shot,
Demi Moore the same again.
if you do not go get a shot of fucking Louis or some fucking 1972 or whatever the fuck, like some Don Julio, bro, like you are in South Beach. I can't believe this man is supporting the show while he is.
It's cold as freak right here in super South Texas. Like this is as southern as you can get.
We're gonna get destroyed. Like it's like the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like 17 degrees or something. My dogs
I got
are inside
like
the
4
house.
inches of snow outside.
Texas, doesn't get cold
Texas
here.
does never get snow.
This doesn't
We're gonna
get cold,
snow.
man.
We're gonna get snow in like 2 days
Well,
down
I'm
here. where I'm
fearing
at.
for an earthquake every second of the day.
I
okay?
live in fucking Colorado.
You live in the
I'm not
mountains,
complaining
bro.
I'm not complaining about Colorado. I'm saying it never gets like this, and it's getting that cold right
the
now.
Texas
San
is
Andreas
hot.
fault, bro.
Yeah, Texas is hot all the time. Doesn't matter if it's winter. We don't have winter. We have a few
Negative
cold
was
days.
2
outside
is what
having
it's
craft
projected
beer
for
in
Monday.
18
For
degree
Anyways,
Negative 2 out
You
there.
really were.
Damn.
-2, man.
My boss said don't drive into to work because of black ice.
Give us your take. Sven, give
I
us
don't
your
know.
take.
I think it's Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor
Fucking
Lawrence
Texans.
is
Trevor Lawrence.
dude.
He's from New
-2.
York.
My
Fucking
God's
give your
cold,
take.
man.
Give your take.
I'm down here. I'm down here, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking
Right
down there
below
now.
you, all right?
Now I'm looking down there. It's just weird because now I'm fucking my fucking nuts. Okay. Wow.
That's hilarious.
Did it look like I was hitting it?
No, when you went up there, all of it was fucking hilarious.
I'm
Trevor
clipping that.
Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, book it. The guy's got size. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna pick an Ohio. Like, would that just be too obvious? Like, oh, hey, I come from Ohio State. I'm gonna take
Well,
a
he's
Ohio
never
State
been
quarterback
He's
first.
never
Like,
been an NFL coach. Maybe he
I
wants to
know,
go
I
like
know.
college,
Which
get
is
college
it's definitely
stuff.
different, but I don't know. I think Trevor Lawrence is
Where's
the
J-Love?
decision.
J-Love would come out here and like throw
would be
something
angry.
that like.
Of course he
maybe
would. Justin Bieber would totally do
low
something to
decimals.
like
J-Lo
throw,
comes on the screen, does a hair flip. Listen,
right?
guys,
He does
oh
this
my-
exactly
Right.
with his,
Guys,
with his head things. Dude, the kid's a genius, man. He's a
He
prodigy.
is.
He's a
He is a
prodigy.
prodigy,
I still
yeah,
can't
for
believe
real.
he's like 16 years old. You know what
It's
I mean?
like-
He has
like-
like fucking flipping burgers. No,
It's
he's
not even
18.
legal for him to be on video.
No, he's 18 now.
No, it is. It's fine.
For legal
It's like-
purposes, he's 18
It's
now.
like it's like fucking Mel Kiper and McShay like fucking shitted out a goddamn like prodigy. And they're like
don't call him DJ. Don't
And
call
now
him.
Justin Bieber.
What was DJ? I don't even remember DJ, the dude from NFL.
But I don't know.
Daniel Jeremiah. Oh, he
Daniel
fucking hates Daniel
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
I think
He
Trevor
hates
Lawrence is
Daniel
the
Jeremiah.
pick.
Go
Trevor Lawrence is
go
the
ahead, David.
Great
Yeah, I
pick,
mean,
man.
Sunshine Boy in the Sunshine State. I mean, how often is someone hyped up this much
Yeah.
and they're not number one? Like Andrew Luck was hyped up the same thing, number one. Like, if Jaguars fans would revolt if he's not number one. Like, he's gone. Urban Meyer's gone in a year or two if they don't draft Trevor Lawrence. So I'd say it's a lock as much as you can lock something in.
I
Did they
feel the
have
same
Peyton
way.
Manning over Ryan Leaf?
No. Wait,
No,
who?
right?
Wait, who? Who?
No,
I think it was.
Ryan
I think it was pretty consensus if I remember. Like it was a like.
It was Ryan
I think
Leaf.
Ryan Leaf.
Yeah.
It was Ryan Leaf was
Right?
number one, right?
Yeah,
They
Ryan
made
Leaf
a
was like
mistake.
one-on-one
Yeah.
consistency.
No,
Like,
are you sure?
I mean, it was.
Actually,
if
I
he
don't know.
wanted to
I thought
go-
Peyton. I think
I
Peyton
think
won.
that
Peyton-
was-
I think it was
Peyton
actually
Peyton won.
better
Yeah, it was
physical
Peyton.
ability.
Yeah, it
to
was
go
Peyton.
ceiling,
So
but-
they made
Who's
the mistake.
finding out?
I mean,
Actually,
all of us
Ryan
looking?
Leaf is a great follow on Twitter now. Like, go check him out. He's fucking actually funny because he makes fun of
Dude, he
himself, and
likes
he's like
he likes some of my
self-owned now.
tweets.
He has like redemption
no,
stories.
Ryan Leaf loves
That's
Spin
cool.
for some reason. He's like he loves
Dude,
Spin.
he literally
Hey,
he actually
Robbie,
commented on one of my
action, man.
comments to him, man, because my
I bet
wife
you
is
will
also
get
like
him on.
she's sober too, so like I like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like, and I just
Yeah.
I love his story. Like, have you guys ever read the
That's
letter
what I'm saying.
that he
like,
wrote?
He has like a redemption story.
Dude,
Yeah.
his
So yeah,
letter
yeah.
that he wrote to himself about his life, like you will. I've
Dude,
never been more emotional. Like
you
See,
always write a letter
This
to
is relatable
yourself.
to me
You
because
always
we
write
had a
I
good
cry when I
athlete
watch
my
Bambi,
age
bro.
in
I don't
high
know if I
school
should read
screwed
that.
dude, this letter was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
Wasn't he on ESPN for a little while?
Yes,
Like,
yes, it was.
Why is he off ESPN? Like it was literally for
I
like.
don't know.
It probably
But he's a
months.
Pac-12, right? Doesn't he? Isn't he a Pac-12?
Yeah, he's a Pac-12 analyst.
Oh, he
I
might
think.
be.
Right, an
Okay.
analyst or
No,
something like
we
that. I
had
think?
We
Did-
had a
did he
kid
not
very
read the
similar to
tea
him,
leaves?
actually, my age, that got caught up in cocaine actually trying to recover from an injury quicker and play on injuries. And now he did the whole thing, like, whatever, found religion, found his life.
Just look
Cocaine can be used as an anesthetic.
And it was the Ryan Lee. So it is a big deal when you see what he went through.
I have to debate someone.
It is a good message.
He was on the chow mein, bro.
Hang on.
And he embraces it too, Jake.
Hang on. I have to debate someone in the chat. And this,
he was on the chow mizzle.
This chat actually inspires my next SportsMe battle, which is probably going to pop off tomorrow. The issue for me, comes from breaking down the tape. The issue for me, if I had to put a point on it, he doesn't know how to lose.
Who?
That's an important skill in the NFL. Like I said, it's just something that bugs. Yeah, that's just something that bugs me in gameplay.
Talk to Joe Burrow.
No,
you know who's going to lose.
Hey, look, Watson didn't know how to lose either, and he got to the NFL. Guess what happened?
Hold on. It's exactly what Spin just said, okay? Look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow did not necessarily know how to lose, and then he was thrown into a fire. He knew that he was going to be in a position that he had to. And what did he do? He overcame it. I will use Miles' it's not his former QB yet. We don't know what's going to happen with that. But as a reporter, I have to speak in factuality. Deshaun Watson overcame, and he knew he was getting thrown into the fire, and he dealt with it. There's a lot of guys that are out there that have not lost, and they're going to be thrown into that fire. And it's like, oh shit, Lamar Jackson is another guy like that. Patrick Mahomes, another guy like that. But you know what? They learn to deal with it, and they deal with it. So that is something that me personally, I don't feel that us as reporters and us as analysts should harp on, because these players are bigger and better than that. And that just becomes a mental stability part of the game. Can you make yourself more mentally stable than your ego? We saw this in Dwayne Haskins. Can you make yourself bigger than your ego? Can you make yourself bigger than your arrogance and your cockiness? So that's my counter to that. Oh shit! I tried to unmute David. I couldn't unmute David.
Well, I mean,
I forgot I was muted.
Very well spoken. Elite quarterback, you probably won most of your career through high school and college.
Yeah.
None of them learned to lose.
You did.
You don't
all learn to lose when they're rookies and they're drafted.
But I understand
Kyler Murray.
But I understand where breaking down the tape comes from. But
these guys are good enough to not lose up to that level.
And if your only knock on a player is he doesn't lose enough, then that's probably a pretty good player.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
But I don't think that's a knock, and I don't think
except Josh Allen. He was like 6-6.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying,
the rare exception that
what about Mitch?
Within the context.
What about the biscuit?
Within the context of what he said, I 100%.
What about Tim Tebow?
Fucking get it.
Handsome Jimmy.
I 100% get it. Within
Tim
the context,
Tebow had the power of Christ, and you know it.
Like,
Vince Young, any quarterback that won the Heisman.
Hold on, hear me out. I have sat in multiple film sessions with Eric Crocker, and he always points out different things to me. He'll point me out in film sessions, and I'll say something very astute, and he'll be like, "But what about this? Have you looked at this? Have you thought about this?" So I understand where breaking down the tape is coming from, and within the context of what he's saying, he has a very fucking valid point. Respect it, hate it, or love it. You do have to learn how that is an emotional part of the game, but that is also only about 8% of your actual when you're on the field.
Boy.
Like when I'm on the field, if I'm lining up across from you, like no offense, I'm gonna use Miles as an example because I know that
we're talking wins and losses, right? I mean, that's
Miles. Miles, I'm gonna use you as an example really quick. We have not faced off on a field, but I'm gonna just use an example. If I know that I can get
the ghetto birds above my house.
If I know that I can get on Miles' emotional side, that is 8% of his whole entire game outside of his mental. Football is 80% mental. You have about
40% physical.
Maybe about 40. I'll say about 30. 40
somebody had to say it.
30% physical, but then the rest is your emotional and your mental. And that balance between that. You go through a lot of battles internally through football.
Yeah.
If I know that I can get it,
it's important.
If I know that if I say the wrong thing to Miles and I can get into his head, I'm gonna fucking go for it. I'm gonna take the cheap shot.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, but we haven't seen that happen.
Yeah. And
I
let's
mean,
bring this up,
Miles,
too.
I don't know, bro. I'm taller. Like, I'm gonna use my height.
I'm just saying though,
Yeah,
when
I
it
mean,
comes
How's
to
the weight
Warren
Lawrence,
difference,
taller,
though?
right?
How's the weight
I mean-
difference, though?
yeah, when we're talking about
Yeah.
Lawrence
Yeah,
though,
but-
we haven't
I'm
seen
pushing some limits.
that, right?
He's
Like, I don't think
165,
that's
I'm
something that I'm
155.
taking into account for scouting.
I was
And
165.
let's take this into account too.
Nice.
There's
Did you
players
drop?
every game, even
No,
in their
no, I've been
college
taking a break.
careers,
I'm about
that
180.
have
Okay, good.
situations where
Stay
they make a
180.
bad
Season.
play.
Stay
185.
180. Stay
The
185.
game is close.
Been bulking season.
right?
You're fine.
I could be
Think about
190.
this, guys,
I mean,
too.
I haven't gotten on the
It's important
scale.
You're
That
getting
game
him to
against
my. You're
Ohio
getting him to. You're getting him to
This-
my weight class, bro.
Yo,
Thank
this hits perfect.
But, Robbie-
By the way, what's up? Really quick before we get into
Think about
halftime.
this too. You have moments in every game in football that even in college, you screw it up, your team's behind, you got to fix it. And if you win
Yeah.
that game, you don't lose that game. You still learn what it's like to put yourself in a losing position for your own football team.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the other
I
guy
gotta
across
bring it
the
up
field,
with
some
Baker in
sophomore
the
all scared,
game he
like
did lose.
throwing
He threw a
the
pick
ball
six
away.
against Georgia. Right?
Yeah, no.
He brought his
Every-
team back.
He did that.
That was a
But-
draft eligible moment where you're like, all right, this guy can
And-
play.
And
He
I
screwed
love
his
that
team
you
over,
just
but he came back.
and I love that you just did that, Jake, and you said that because that's kind of for those of you guys in the chat, you just kind of got to saw Jake kind of take a psychology approach to a player. He normally would not do that, and I love that you just did that because now that you just did that, that strengthens
Bro, Jake's
everything.
my therapist, bro. You didn't know?
But yeah, no, he screwed up. Baker messed that game up for his own team and put up 45. Right? He put
No,
up
you
points
are
after and fixed it. He corrected it, and that did
It's
he
a
lose
mental
that
thing.
game?
It's
Yes.
a mental thing, but
But
it's
if
a
he
mental
won that
thing.
game, guess what? No one thinks, oh, he can't play through pressure.
No.
Well, he did. He screwed his team over and he made up for it in that game. He lost the game, I get it, it's fine, but he showed draft prospectors that said
It's
he can't
maturity.
do it.
It's
He
maturity.
played from behind and brought his team back.
It's
He
maturity.
didn't win
and
the
they-
game, but he brought his team back. And that is something the win-or-loss record in college does not show.
And really quick, Baker, from like a football psychology standpoint, is just so unique and within himself because he can talk so much shit, but then he can go through the motion. Like he wears his emotion on his sleeves, but it works for him. Like it really does.
Stupid
So like
commercials.
you know. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get ready to get into
I don't have
halftime.
commercials, I pay for
This is the perfect time for you guys out there in the chat to go ahead, check on the little ones, make sure they're all sleeping and put down. If you don't have to worry about that and that disrupts them, this is your perfect time to go ahead and make yourself another drink. Go ahead and twist something up, roll something up. This is the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. We have not one, but two tracks coming from you from one of our very own. This man's not just an analyst, but motherfucker, he's an artist as well. Okay, and that is Mr. Bogart Scott Free. We're gonna
Give me
first
that.
start off with a track that I actually helped inspire and help kind of co-write, and that is "Hear Our Voices." And then we have another track that is fresh off of that's fresh off his new album that's getting ready to drop. So we're gonna go two tracks back to back. Then we're gonna roll a Monkey Knife Fight ad for you guys. So we'll see you in about 5 to 7 minutes. But we greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in so far. Enjoy the music. Hopefully you've enjoyed the comedy so far and you've enjoyed the hot takes. David, our special guest. Dude, thank you for fucking joining us tonight. I hope you enjoy the way this production is going.
Yeah, y'all kill it. I can't wait to
he's
hear
down
this.
below, but yeah.
Let's hear it. I love this, man.
Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and get into a brand new track, Hear Our Voices by Bogart Scott Free. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly dilly. See you in a few.
Kaepernick took a knee, he ain't mean that we bound down. Fair share, we try and eat that prevent us from chowing down. Freedom of speech, fuck is that about when they never hear us speak? Though we scream out loud, for crying out loud, they want us silent and quiet. Break us down, we get up, call us victims of society. We sell drugs, so they label us thugs, killing each other all along. We've been fighting the wrong rivalry. Message gets distorted when they pigeonhole us and force us to riot. Now they can't silence the violence. All you smell is tear gas, hear shots and sirens. Smoke clear, all you see is sons dying, mothers crying. Hell on earth, we all in the pot frying. We draw the line, which side do you align with? the disenfranchised, living in the last times. Long as our message heard, then we truly can't die. Devils try to infiltrate us, sending instigators. Pull up to the protest, piles of bricks waiting. Trying to build community like bricklayers. Bullshit democracy, president dictating. We impatient, ain't waiting for change. They trying to segregate us, put us in our place. Discrimination, try to keep us in chains. Yelling all lives matter, but that shit ain't the same. You sound stupid as fuck and only throwing fuel on the flames. Do you know what that does? It sets the world ablaze. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. We working against some forces. We working against some forces. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so they make the right choices.
They never gave a fuck. They still don't give a fuck. All they see is a threat. Who they trying to vet? Killing me, your mind still bets on our lives. Showing so disrespect. Ain't that some shit? They must have forgotten about that blood and the sweat that we poured into the soil for their vision and they spoils. We still end up missing, making my blood boil. See my brothers dead in the street. We just trying to eat, making it hard for me to breathe. They already got the lead. How we trying to cheat out here? Waking up daily with a target on my back. It drives me crazy trying to not to react, but that's how they want it like that.
Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. We working against some forces. We working against some forces. Hear our voices so they make the right choices. Hear our voices so feel like I'm back from the dead, and I still having my bread. Working the back of the whip, I get the bag and I give. Revenge like I'm back from the dead, and I still having my bread. Working the back of the whip, I get the bag and I give. One smoke like a backwood. Like you seen a ghost, leave a man shook. Big bad wolf, rocket sheeps, clothing, poetry in motion. Got the tree in motion, got the coke in motion. Bust a pack, dope track like a locomotive. Ride a gravy train, no locomotive. House of pain, trap jumping, you know my motive. Stay paid, stay wavy like the ocean. All in that order, the whips is transformers. We move like transporters. Fucking work in the trunk, they can land me for manslaughter. My bitches is man eaters, my team all starters. Feel like I'm back from the dead, and I still having my bread. Working the back of the whip, I get the bag and I dip. Revenge like I'm back from the dead, and I still having my bread. Working the back of the whip, I get the bag and I dip.
I don't care if I got one stream or a billion. All I'm worried about is my family, my money, my team, and my crew. We so supreme like the company. Trifecta, we sing comfortably. Don't run with me, not a rude boy. I'm just that dude, boy, who hopped out something foreign. I'm more than just a rapper. TMZ would do a nigga dirty, have him looking like a cracker. Better pick up a book and put your phone down. It's going down in every neighborhood. I think they seen it on TikTok. It was on my block. They let off a few shots. They took a few shots.
Feel like I'm back from the dead, and I still having my bread. Working the back of the whip, I get the bag and I dip. Revenge like I'm back from the dead, and I still having my bread. Working the back of the whip, I get the bag and I dip.
Stacks over percussion, them stacks discover dungeon. Ease back while I'm busting disposal punks in the bunker. And points to the fortress inside the pins amongst us. Brick and mortar, slick quarter. When new hits made the order, rambunctious. But confirmed to universal magnetic vibration. Lunches provided by higher ups who ain't quiet enough to trickle down. Underground fire, puff and plume. Huff and puff on your house, a stick soon. Sending doom, forget me nots blown away from the golden page. Hold my head high today, cause yesterday I didn't know the way. But through the message, show the kids correct prices to bid. The oil slicks that I slid, alleyways that I hit. That's right.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day, they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey knife fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey knife fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey knife fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team NFLPA family.
Monkey knife fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey
I challenge you to a Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey knife fight. Monkey knife fight.
Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight. Monkey Knife Fight, 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 Monkey Knife Fight. I think I said that like 10 times. But
I got you better. Ready?
Go.
Monkey knife fight, 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 monkey knife fight. Give me money.
Give me money.
Easily 20 something.
Oh, fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. We are litty in the motherfucking city out in this bit. Like,
boobs.
Beeps. What's up, Jake?
Jake is there.
What up, Justin?
What up?
Miles checking back in, waiting on Sven.
Ooh, it's cold out there.
Vendetta.
Shit, man.
I'm shrooming. I'm having a ton of fun.
Dude, my ears ringing just from going outside and back inside. It was like, ooh.
Having a good ass fucking time. No, I'm definitely having a good ass time. You know, we be out here. It's the homies. Like, this is what the fuck we do, man. It's the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, baby. Turn the motherfucker up. Pour a shot.
Hey, I want to say, all you fellas out there, you know what I'm saying, that is blessed to have, you know what I'm saying, a spouse that loves you and supports you. Make sure you know what I'm saying, you get something right for the Valentine's Day. You feel me?
Yeah, no, definitely get it right for the Valentine's Day.
My girl always buys herself her own shit. Like this last week, she bought herself flowers twice and chocolate and strawberry covered fucking shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do now?
Fancy football hustler Hustler asked the right question at the right time, though. Hustler asked the right question at the right time. By the way, Hustler, I just subscribed to your channel, bro. Hopefully you tapped in with us.
You gotta shoot me the link, Rob. I want to make sure I sub to the dude, man. I fuck with all hustlers of all walks of life.
Yo, yeah, you a hustler, bro.
Yo, big up.
I get it out the mud.
You know what I'm saying?
First, I make it flip. Make that water whip. Stretch it out and whip. Hey, let's go ahead and get into the next topic.
That means cooking crack, by the way.
God damn it, Bogart.
I'm just saying. I'm just breaking it down. Listen, you know, we're analysts.
Next topic.
I'm just out here fucking up Pyrex.
We're slightly monetized, I think, so we're good.
We're slightly on it. No, we're definitely fucking mono.
They're watching, but we're slightly
we got more mono than motherfucking Sam Darnold.
And this is all coke, by the way. We're good to go.
Whoa, wait.
Pause.
I know
Coca-Cola.
I know what you Coca-Cola. Cold drink.
Cold drink. Is he talking about soda or a baby?
Sody pop.
Yes. It's not a good way to ingest that
I came back
substance, Bogart.
just for the 420.
Yes,
Welcome back.
I'm about to smoke up for the 420.
It's like Crystal Light, you know?
I just took it.
Fucking Jake is on one. Carson Wentz is possibly on his way out of Philly. Where is he gonna land, honestly? And would you even take a chance on him for your own organization? So first, where do you think he lands? And if you're your team, if your GM put on your GM cap, what the fuck would you do? And we start with Jake.
Well, I mean, no, we're not Carson Wentz.
No,
as a Browns fan.
Yeah,
the only rumor I've heard was the Colts. And they haven't offered a first for him, so I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't think any team's really high on him, and it's because he's made bad decisions on the field, where it's to the point where it's like he is very interception prone. So
interception and injury prone.
Yeah, both. And I think that goes together. I think he plays
I have a
hurt
theory
a lot.
he doesn't have testicles, so he takes sacks.
Yo, I love
It's not good. Like, there's a lot of players I could say deserve multiple.
That one took me a second to get.
Aging players.
It was good.
Stafford,
There's like multiple layers on that one.
Yeah, that was great.
The only thing I heard was the Colts. They might take a flyer on him. The former coordinator has the former quarterback that could maybe.
He has a fetish for him.
Maybe if you
he
offer
likes,
a first, you might have a
gingers.
fetish for him. But yeah, no one wants a first for him, and that's a bad sign if you're trying to trade a quarterback you're paying $28 million. If no one wants to give you a first for him, you might have made a bad choice.
Look at what Matthew Stafford.
Justin.
So, I mean, I think there's a couple places that could take him. My organization, the 49ers, I actually hope they do. I mean, we love taking injury-prone quarterbacks. We got Jimmy G over there who stays
Shout
injured.
out to Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, and injury-prone players in general. I mean, we seem to bring them in. Our whole running back core, each one of them plays 2 games a year. So, and start on your fantasy team, whichever one's starting that week. So,
I can't even roast you because you're right.
But no, I think he would be good in a new organization, especially like if it was the 49ers, because they have a much, much better offensive line. So he would play better. But I could actually see the Patriots going for him, not for that price. They'll wait until they get a deal for him. That's what they do.
After you already did what you did with fucking Cam Newton.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Sven?
Patriots could be a good spot. I'm looking through the teams actually that like need a core. I mean, Falcons,
Raiders.
I needed a fantasy baseball analyst, and I got it.
You did, man.
Thanks.
You did.
It was right there on your doorstep too, and
You
I
did.
didn't have to go far.
Oh man.
Go ahead, continue.
Falcons. I don't know, man. Like I really don't. I don't. If he's not getting it first round, I don't know. It's gonna take.
Matt Ryan's still there.
I'm just saying though, but like they need to look forward to the future. Like they can't. Like Matt Ryan is not their quarterback. You know, like
Matt Ryan, they're gonna draft a quarterback. That's where I'm at with the Falcons, and then Matt Ryan will be he'll be the Alex Smith to the guy next, like circa Chiefs.
I don't know who else needs a quarterback. Would it be crazy if the Saints went for him?
I mean, 22 teams need a quarterback every year, but still,
They're in cap hell though.
I don't think that I think that Carson Wentz gets picked up by somebody, but I don't think he's going to start.
By a hooker.
Maybe anything's possible by the
hard
season
because his contract's $20+ million, so that's a starting caliber contract. So wherever he goes, you can't bench a $20+ million quarterback.
What about
taking a cap suicide?
Doug Peterson will tell you different.
Yeah, you're right because he signed him. But
what about if he goes to
he's going to start somewhere. It's because you can't not start a $20+ million quarterback without killing your team. Or if you get him, it might kill your team anyways and just get future draft picks. But I don't know. It's very hard to find a spot for him with that salary.
What if he goes to the Panthers?
Well, what if Miles?
Bridgewater has 1 year, right? So you have $40 million for the quarterback, which is very hard.
I mean,
but what is their cap for Bridgewater?
Look, they have some young receivers. They don't have to hold on to whoever might be left on their contract. They just keep McCaffrey, and you have Wentz and McCaffrey instead of like.
They have 18 mil in their cap space.
Instead of like patchwork QBs after Cam Newton left. You either have the current QB situation
It's not
with Teddy Two
disrespect.
Gloves.
Teddy
I
Two
can't.
Gloves.
Look, you
Teddy
either have
throws
Teddy
the
Two
ball.
Gloves or you have the XFL legend, and then you or you have Carson Wentz, who was actually good when healthy, so you take a chance on
The
him.
gingerbread man.
Yeah. I mean,
at least he
he
kind of
can just,
fits.
you know,
At least
get
he
a
fits
signing
the mold.
bonus and not get
I'm
paid
saying
as
at least
much.
he fits the mold of the quarterback they have there, and then he would have more weapons than he ever had in
And he wouldn't be the
Philadelphia.
guy. Like, he wouldn't be the face of the franchise. It would still
Exactly.
be CMC.
Exactly. I'm just saying. I don't think anybody's ever mentioned that he would go to the Panthers, so I just thought I'd bring it
The
up.
asking price, I think, is like this is
absolutely.
Oh my god!
That's the sticking point.
Because of
Get a
Stafford.
first for him, it's tough,
Because of
man.
Stafford,
That's
it's
a
like
bad
I don't think it
Carson
warrants
Wentz,
that
like-
much though, because they are. I don't think
doesn't.
Second?
they
You think
have
a second?
that's
At least a
true.
second?
Whoever grabs him up is going to get a lifetime
I mean, maybe
supply
2 seconds
of Philly
and 2/3.
cheesesteaks.
You think Matt Ja Rule is fine enough with the 2 QBs he has to not just be
Rule,
like, "Man,
baby.
we'll pick
I-
it."
as-
somebody.
As
I
the
think they're
head coach
drafting
of the
Oh,
Carolina
Carson there would
Panthers,
not be terrible.
I am the head coach of the Panthers.
Well, look at if you look at Carolina though. They signed him for 2 years, right? So this is the first. It's 2 years, $40 million. So, yeah, I mean, they're gonna look to move on from Bridgewater next year and find the quarterback. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna bring somebody in there.
Saints
And
have the
just
worst
to
cap
say,
space, but I don't know.
Oh, we're gonna sign this guy or bring this guy in that's making $20 million, who's a reject of Philadelphia.
Sven was like, this
Yeah, look, I didn't want to say
Seems a
the
little
Texans
weird. I
either.
think
But
they
like,
wanna
we
get
don't
a
want
quarterback
Carson Wentz.
next year.
Dude, I was gonna say the Texans, man. If his price drops, like, and they can get him for less than only if the deal is like literally
feel
like, hey, like, okay, maybe
The
we-
What are you gonna
Texans-
get? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what
Well,
you're gonna
guys,
get.
think
from the
about this too. It's hilarious.
Texans
but
are
if you
in
have
a rebuild
Carolina
mode.
situation, right?
Yeah, you don't want to
You
rebuild.
got
the Colts.
Bridgewater,
You
who
get a pick.
is a
Quarterback
bridge
pick.
quarterback that is going to be gone
You get
next
a
year.
bridge
You draft a
quarterback,
quarterback,
All right.
right?
but depending on what you get for
For real,
what.
for real. If he does not land in Indy, I don't know where he lands other than possibly
Wait for him to
Chicago.
get cheaper.
Chicago, like
He's going to go take Nick Foles' job again.
Chicago.
And
Okay, how about
Nick Foles gonna win the
this?
Super Bowl.
How about this?
Windy
I
City.
have a real question. Who,
Yeah, Teddy Bruschi. Not
what
Teddy Bruschi,
ginger
but-
has won it all, bruh?
What?
What ginger has won it all?
Yep.
What did you say?
I don't.
I'm saying, bruh. Oh, I'm sorry, ginger. You had to say ginger. My bad.
The soft day.
My bad.
No, I was
no
like meaning it to be a joke.
I know.
I was meaning it to be a joke. Did you say ginger?
I never listen. You set it up. I spike it. Listen, listen. Boomer Esiason, he didn't.
Boomer Esiason.
It was about
Bro,
Jets
Carson
and
Carson
Bengals.
Palmer?
You
Another
do not
Carson?
use that as a fucking goddamn comparison. No.
Why are all the Carsons
I'm
gingers?
done. I'm
Ginger,
done.
don't win.
Look, I'm getting into the next
You
topic.
threw in a ginger joke accidentally, which is hilarious.
Canelo.
For the one
Canelo's a
ginger.
Canelo
He's
is
a
the
Mexican ginger.
Mexican ginger. Like, and he
Yes,
dominated.
that's
Like,
even
and he
more
dominated.
impressive.
Come on.
Boxing,
Like,
Carson
we're
Wentz
talking
fights
regular
for the title.
He's in
No,
commercials with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Let's
yo.
go ahead. No.
Hey.
Stop everything. Fucking
Tecate.
take a shot while I read this
That was a
fucking
good
topic.
segment.
Take a shot while I read this topic. I already have one poured.
Dale
My
Earnhardt.
slow
This
ass.
is my last one.
I would love him for the
You Sven
next.
said this is my last one.
I don't have any more. I just have like alcoholic drinks in my cooler next to me.
Well, you're
He has
gonna
all
go
the
through those,
mixers?
huh?
I have a whole slew of like seltzers and lager and
I'm actually gonna start this one off.
I have
for
a
one.
list of the top 11 gingers in sports.
Fucker.
Wow.
Cheers to me.
Okay,
Cheers to
we need
you.
On that list.
is Richie Cunningham one of them?
Gingers.
Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly
Hold
dilly.
on. I need to hear this list, bro.
These are my
Top one.
friends.
We need to hear
Give it
this
to me,
list.
Jesse. Lay it down.
Hold on.
White
So
chocolate. Let's do it.
It's got
Dub C.
Bill
Red
Walton.
Dub C.
Oh, in
Oh,
sports,
I heard.
overall, sports.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
overall
that
sport-
Matt,
in
is
sport-
Matt
in all of
Bonner on
sport.
there?
But I
Chris
still I like
Mullins?
Mark McGuire.
Oh shit! I totally forgot he was a
The
Red.
steroids are included on this list. Okay.
Yeah, obviously,
The
like
steroids
any
made
good
us
sport.
wow.
Obviously.
That
That was one of the best years to watch baseball.
Dale
Baseball.
Earnhardt Jr.
Toby Gerhardt.
Gale.
Toby Gerhardt.
Oh, yeah,
was a ginger,
Gale.
right?
Yeah. Boris
Yep.
Becker.
There you go.
Apparently, he plays tennis.
Who is that?
Sounds
guy?
like a
That
tennis
sounds
name.
like a Russian.
Andy Murray.
Sounds like a
was-
tennis
you're
name.
right.
Here's a good
Slightly
one.
orange hair.
Here's a good one. The Undertaker.
Oh yeah, oh he's a bad motherfucker,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Bro,
naturally
how many
red.
years-
Red
How
hair.
many
he
years
just
was he
died.
undefeated,
Yeah.
bro?
At
In
WrestleMania?
23.
WrestleMania was like
23-0 before he
24.
lost to
Yeah.
Lesnar in a
It's not
pre-booked
fake.
match where I think it was rigged because wrestling might be
Unacceptable.
rigged, but not.
No, he
Unacceptable.
retired. He wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have been defeated.
might
No.
have been
I
rigged.
think-
It might have been rigged.
Might have been
I think it might have.
Do you think he
been
lives his
screwed.
life as a wrestler now? Like he just
Yes.
goes to like the donut shop and just
Bro,
says,
he
"Oh, I'm
lives-
one of these."
He lives in a mortuary.
Elbow drop through the case, and
The dude in front of
No,
him
he
just
doesn't.
takes him through a table.
No,
he
let's
just
let
tombstones,
Justin.
like something.
All right,
Because
I
we're
got-
waiting,
let's go
guys.
to the-
I got
let's
a
go
pretty
to
cool
the-
look right now.
Sean
Sean
White.
the little red going up in that
Sean
facial
White.
hair
The
and
X,
that-
X Games snowboarder.
Sean
Yeah,
White.
might be the Hall of
Ginger,
Fame
give me money.
athlete right now.
And Chuck Norris.
Look at did
who
anybody
was
did
the
anybody
first
agree? Lindsay Lohan never was winning, bro.
Nobody cares about Lindsay Lohan.
In Mean Girls.
What about Carrot Top? Huh? Nobody.
Yeah,
gives
he
a
didn't
shit.
make
wasn't
the
in
list. Yeah.
sports. Lindsay
Let's
Second
go.
Lohan.
residency, he's winning, bro.
Let's go ahead and let's get into this topic here. Washington football re-signs Taylor Heineken. Does this mean they have found their guy, or should the search continue? And we start with Jake. No, well, actually, I'm gonna start this one off.
You keep
Fuck
skipping
it.
me.
No, oh, I
Sorry,
skipped
you,
you.
man.
And it would start
You're
on
the
the
fan.
other side, if anything.
You're the
It's your
fan.
team,
Go-
bro.
Go,
Yeah,
Robbie.
no, I'm gonna
Go.
start this
Go,
one
Robbie.
off.
Go ahead. Start it off.
Go,
and
go,
then-
Shame on
Robbie.
your show,
It's
dude.
good.
and then we'll go to Bogart. Okay.
The maniacal laugh.
Diabolical. I'm wearing the Venom shirt. I'm in full heel mode.
Right. Tom Hardy.
Yes, we found our guy, and we're just gonna rock with it, and I'm okay with it because there's drafts and there's future drafts, and if we suck, we can get a pick and we can figure it out from there. Like, I'm okay with this. Yeah, I want this.
I like it.
Is that your take?
Is that, bruh? What up, bruh? What up? Hold on. Hey,
Miles,
listen,
it would have been hysterical if you responded. Like,
Bro,
holy shit,
what
man.
up? Yeah, it's me.
Oh, you know what?
That was great.
Yeah, dude, it is me. For sure.
That was great.
Go ahead, Miles.
What are we talking about? Because this motherfucker threw me.
Henneke.
Yeah, Taylor
Oh,
Heineke re-signed.
No, look. Of course, the search should always continue. Like, why would you just be satisfied with what you saw from
Shit,
a
someone brought
one?
Bogart flowers.
Oh, nice! From Happy Valentine's Day.
It's for our
No,
sister-in-law.
hey, I got the background story on this real quick. Bogart's actually really good friends with the dude who owns the local flower store around the corner from him. So
the florist.
Yeah, exactly. So he drops off flowers for
gangster.
Bogart's wife and stuff. So
And for Bogart on the side.
that's what's happening. Just in case anyone out there was wondering.
It's literally those are flowers for Cece. Come on. Those are
I
for-
know, dude. But
That's
you know
for our
what?
sister-in-law. You fucking.
I know, but come on, dude.
But still,
another story
he
behind
knows
the story.
that. Yeah, he's friends with. He grew up with this dude.
I love this.
My
We all grew
fucking
up with that
stomach
guy.
hurts and my cheeks hurt.
I was actually talking to Bogart about this guy like 2 days ago.
Dude, Henneke.
Yeah, sorry.
His name is Henneke. It's all good. I was saying something about you still
search
need to
should
continue.
continue.
The search should continue. Thank you. The search should continue because you shouldn't just be
It's that
satisfied.
hill joint right here, bruh.
Is that an edible arrangement?
Say, give me money.
That looks
That's
real.
definitely not edibles, bro.
That looks real. Eat some more mushrooms and then eat those.
There's mushrooms in there.
Go ahead and continue.
100%.
I'm trying. I forgot what I was.
He eats the mushrooms and then he smokes that.
Honestly, California is very progressive. You know,
They like to try new things.
So,
you know?
what is
I
your
wouldn't-
take, Miles, on this
We are
situation?
trying.
I'm trying.
Okay,
I'm
let's
trying.
move it.
I was trying. And so you need to continue the search because you can't be satisfied with this guy from such a small Game sample. I mean, sample size. So you should always be available and open to improve your quarterback situation. I don't think that they found their guy. He wasn't just floating around the league for all this time because he was an unpolished diamond in the rough or anything like that. He had a great game, that's or a game or two or whatever. Sorry. Right?
Yeah.
That's right. Damn.
So,
that was tough.
I guess my take would be basically take a quarterback every year till you find a quarterback.
Exactly. That's
How
kind of
it
what
kind of works in the NFL.
Yeah.
So constantly,
As a
we
Browns
went through
fan, we know this,
20
Jake.
years. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Every single year, find a quarterback if the quarterback you have is not working. Because it took 20 years, but it worked out eventually. Now we have to sign somebody long term that works out. So, no, you do not rely on. Maybe this year you do because you're not going to get.
Because it's a good. We all had it's hilarious take for this
My eyes
question.
are watering.
Not only that, but like I got interrupted like 50 times by the time.
I just think he's high as hell.
We just know Bogard was.
What?
No, take
That's what I'm
one
going
you
with.
find one. It does not matter where you find them. Every year,
bro, I'm winning, bro.
They can win you. At least it's playoff game. You
You
draft.
see
a
the
quarterback.
flowers? I
Non-stop.
try to tell everybody,
Until you
listen,
find-
Valentine's Day, bro.
And
I'm with you,
Heineke
Jake.
almost did.
Valentine's Day, bro.
Till he got broken in half, which is fine. It happens. But
Bro, do you
no,
see those
do
joints?
not rely on him long term. Don't say
Those
you're gonna
joints
pay
are
him.
red,
You
bro.
signed him for 2 years. He's
I
a
don't
rich
think
quarterback.
Bogart could hear.
On mamas,
And
bro.
move on. Just go. Like it. No, he's not your quarterback of the future at all. You're gonna draft somebody next year and the year after.
Are we still
till you
on
find
Heineken?
somebody. And that's how it works out. It's
This
the NFL.
nigga Bogart had fucking Valentine's Day presents delivered in the middle of the show.
Let's go,
I told
bro.
you.
This is true.
Hey, Jake, he might not be, but you know what? Anything's possible. So, I mean, rock with them. Go, I agree, though. They should bring someone else for some competition, but like, let give the dude a shot. You know, let him compete for the job.
Oh yeah,
Matt
but
Jones
compete,
is
but,
going.
like, come on.
New
This is
shirt.
future-
Hey, new
no.
shirt. New shirt coming to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Miles is going to start working on it. Anything is possible.
Yes.
But that's already a
Oh,
thing.
that's a
for
slogan.
Yeah, you
Chad
should
Henne.
you should reach out to him and be like, "Yo, bro, like,
Can we
You
put you
owe
on the
me
shirt, bro?
money.
yeah, right? Like, what's
Like, we'll
what's
send
up?
you a bunch of shit. We'll send you, like,
Let's
Bogart
work
said
with
reach
it.
out to him and say, you
we'll
owe
order-
me money.
We'll order them in bulk. I'll throw them out there. I'll front it. Like, you know, man, like, what is it for 100 of them? You can buy them for
I
like,
feel
don't
like
know,
that's backwards. Hey, man, we took your
Hey,
name
listen, bro.
and your
I'm
image,
like-
and we made money off
your
of it.
likeness.
So
Yeah,
now
it's
you
like
owe
you're-
me.
Your name,
You're a
likeness,
backup
and image
quarterback.
and made money off you. There's nothing wrong here.
Give
Look,
me
bro,
money.
you're a backup quarterback. You want in or not? You don't have any sponsors, bitch.
Give me money.
We're the best you're gonna get. Now sign here.
Listen, bro.
The Rock's not going to sponsor you. We're good to go.
I don't know why.
Head
these
and
are
Shoulders
like
isn't
friends.
after you.
I don't know
We're gonna
why.
like force him
We're
into
not
a
friends,
sponsorship.
bro. We're family, so you have no choice.
I have no fucking.
Sign or we'll break your kneecaps.
We're going for Darren Campbell. We're biting kneecaps off.
Oh yeah, we're going that
Hold
route.
on. Heineken. What's his name? Heineken, bro. He threw for 300 on Tampa
On
Bay
Tampa.
in the playoffs, bro. Patrick Mahomes didn't do that, bro.
That was
Nobody did. He threw the most.
nobody
He didn't
did.
do that, bro.
He's the next Mahomes.
Future.
I don't know. They have the
I don't know,
19th pick.
dude.
Bro,
19th pick in the draft.
I had one good game one time also, honestly, where I balled out. Nobody could
That's
stop
the
me. You know what I
slogan.
mean?
We're the best you're gonna get.
Nice.
Hey, no, but Gillette already has that.
Hey, but dude, no, it's the best.
No, that's
man.
the best
That's
a man
man
can
can
get.
We're
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Don't worry,
that's
we
right.
got it.
Yeah,
We're
we
the
don't
best you're
discriminate
gonna
like
Is
Gillette.
Henneke a
No.
man?
get. Yeah,
I
we're
haven't
all
bought a Gillette.
Henneke's
He's
the
not a
best.
man.
You're
Played
gonna
in a
get
while.
wherever you are.
We
Yo,
don't discriminate like Gillette, but also Gillette, give me money.
Playoff
Right?
If we don't
Nice.
discriminate, we'll take money from anyone.
Bro, I shaved my whole beard right now. Give me money, Gillette.
If
Yo,
I get money
hey.
from anybody, like a sponsor, guys, you're all just included.
Hold
You're gonna
on.
get a
I
cut.
haven't gone babyface in 10 years. So Gillette, if you give me
Man.
money, I will bare my fucking face to the whole world.
I'm so
I'll-
jealous.
He said I'm so jealous.
It is not happening.
Oh,
I
he
will
said,
not-
White
ew.
chocolate.
That- And I am very pro discrimination in the babyface. I will never
I have. They forced me to.
Sorry.
at work.
I I rock it because
Sorry,
just
Gillette.
because.
No,
but I'm
this
not
is,
actually
not
babyface at the
Babyface
moment.
is the joint, bro. I only think
Nope,
of
not
you
happening.
on
It's
two
dead, so.
occasions.
Sorry, Gillette.
That's
Don't sponsor
day
us.
after dark.
I don't know. I want to be singing with you right now, but I can't. I don't know.
I don't know the words.
Also, I can't
Are
sing.
we in the karaoke? We're not in the karaoke bar right now.
I need the.
We're wherever
I
you think we
swear.
are.
I want
No, we are at the karaoke
When
bar.
I
'cause
look
we're listening
around-
to you.
I'm in the karaoke bar right now, bro.
I want to shout out. I want to shout out the Fantasy Football Hustler, because he just sent me a DM and he was like, "Dude, hit me up whenever. Like I could
Shoot him a
feature."
link.
He goes. I'm 9 to 5, fantasy football. Let's go. Let's
We
go.
win.
We
Let's
like
go.
to.
That's what
I
we
like
like.
that dude.
We
Hey,
like
listen,
that
We're gonna
shit.
set up a meeting.
I like to
I'm
network.
My people will
Unfortunately,
call
I
your
have
people.
a, I have a
People
9
will
to
call
5, so I'm 5 to 9 fantasy football.
Wow.
Gillette, come on, your company's going down the drain. But
Wow.
Rumboyz
5 in the
can
morning
save
till
y'all.
9
Give me my name.
Listen,
in the morning or 9 at
5
night?
at,
or
5 at night to 9 in the morning.
listen.
5 in the morning?
Me
Okay,
and
okay.
Gillette, we have something in the works. We're gonna combat. We're gonna go ahead and combat Manscaped. We're going bold. We're
No, we're
taking
not,
razor
because that's-
blades
no,
to the
that's-
scrotum.
No,
Let's go.
Hey, but Manscaped, if you guys also
Like
want in
single
on it, let us
blades
know.
or
no, Manscaped
Gillette
is
blades,
Montez-
bro.
Manscaped
Yeah,
the best
no.
a man can
Montez
get.
now because
I don't know if somebody's gonna shave my scrotum. I would want the
Bogart
single
just
blade.
mentioned a.
Hey, no one's
Yeah.
shaving your scrotum. You got to do it yourself.
I need
Like,
like
yeah,
the.
you
You're
got
not
it.
pitching a
That would
barber
be-
shop.
Listen, that would be one hell of a barbershop.
I don't know.
It would
Coming
be-
to
it would be
America, you know
hot
what I mean?
ladies.
Like,
Cody.
Oh, hold on,
the
hold on.
league,
Bro,
Cut the
just-
link. I have an idea. Put it on pause.
the-
The world to get this idea.
the league when he has
I don't wanna
the
see
It's
this.
ladies. Hold on.
barber shop.
Hold on.
In front of
Ladies,
us.
right? And then it's the only barber shop you're
Point.
standing up. You know what I mean?
Point to where they hurt you.
You're
What the
what the hell
standing
is
up.
that? What
It's
is
a trophy.
that?
This is actually the same
Fantasy
trophy I have for
trophy.
my main league.
Wow.
Fantasy trophy.
Awesome.
Yo.
Listen, you got
Is it a gold?
You got a boat anywhere
It's
near
a
you?
bronze actually, but I'm
bronze.
gonna get like
I
a
was saying it
little
looked
stand
bronze.
for
I
it.
didn't want to call it out. So
Yeah,
I wanna
I'm gonna get a
see-
stand
chuck
for it. I'm
that
gonna
off
change
a
out of
boat.
stuff for it. By the time I got it like
Yeah,
6 years ago.
That's the one we had, and then we added a second layer.
Like a
because we
Base.
ran
Yeah,
out
that's what I'm gonna do.
of
Too.
grenades.
It's about time.
Hey,
I
It's been
really
bro.
want to get
over
one for
5
my
years
league, but
already.
everybody's being like a bitch.
No,
Oh,
don't let
man.
him
Yeah,
be
that's
bitch.
how my
You know
main
what you
league
do?
was. So I just did it myself, and like
You know what?
Yeah, I
I
did it
ain't
myself.
winning,
you guys,
bro.
I'll take care of
myself.
myself.
Hey, Bitcoin, give me money, so I'm actually gonna buy a belt. So.
Hey, bro.
And just hold it for yourself. You don't have to even pass it out.
Shout
Hey,
out to
Sven,
Tesla.
My
when
bad,
you blow up
bitch.
off Bitcoin, don't forget me, all right, bro?
The new
Dude,
flex.
man.
The new flex.
Remember when
You have to
Dogecoin was
wonder-
pretty cool?
Look, I'm even gonna
Dogecoin-
redo my old
Dogecoin
plaque from
is
when I
so
won
cool.
a couple of years ago, and you can barely see my name. I'm just gonna get a new one just for me and nobody else.
Hey, for real, the new fantasy football flex. You didn't win your championship unless you get on a boat and toss it from one boat to another boat.
Right? I'm not gonna. I could toss this at somebody, but
No,
I feel like
I
they wouldn't
Filipino
catch
Hey,
it.
so
I
my
would, but this
family
fantasy
came off a
football,
boat.
I got no teammates to throw it to. I don't trust anyone else in my league.
This bitch feels heavier than 7 pounds too.
I mean, you have
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
in a big
I'm
version yet.
actually in a league
It's
with
all
Gronk.
individual.
Hold on. Pause. With the
Did
NFL,
we say something in this? Oh, my bad.
we all, yo, he's
No, go ahead.
no, we all pretty much went there on Henneke. With the NFL,
Oh, that's why we
all,
said pause.
yeah, with the
Miles,
NFC,
pass it.
no,
Right now.
What? Oh, wait.
just gotta drop it. Yeah, there you go.
I'm a DB. I'll just swat it down, and we'll all be unhappy.
Boo.
I will
with
be
NFL
the only one maniacally laughing because I always religiously take the.
I need to change the plaque on this because the name is kind of like it's not like the Me Too movement. So I'm just removing that before anybody sees it.
No, you're good. Hey, with the NFL offseason, many people they get idle hands, right? Motherfuckers, they just start honestly creating shit. They start creating stories or narratives that drives the industry into a total fucking shark feeding frenzy. How do you navigate the off-season madness? How do you tell what's real, what's not, what's rumor, what's not, what's speculation? What should you put your attention on? What should you not? How do you navigate all of that as an analyst? And we start actually with Bogart. I'm expecting astute answers because people actually need help with this. Fuck, he's muted. Hang on.
Oh, how did that
Go ahead.
happen?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah, that's right. Forgot he keeps muting me. I thought I was free.
You're not the only
check
one.
us
I think
out.
I've been muted like 3 times tonight or
Check
4.
us out. This is
You've
what
all
I
been
do.
muted.
This is how you deal with the feeding frenzy. I'm from San Jose. That's the Shark Tank, bro. We go in the waters bleeding and we battle all the sharks off.
I got a pretty good hockey team.
We take on everything. We take on all the newses and we just report it on all speculation. We speculating on everything, bro. That's what narrative driven. That's what we do, bro. This is like we take it all on, and we give in our own 2 cents because at the end of the day, we've hit on so much shit that might have sounded outlandish, and bro, some of the shit you see that happens seems to be outlandish, but apparently anything could happen these days, like 2 first rounds for a Matthew Stafford, and it fucks up any of our Deshaun Watson theories going anywhere because now he costs 5 first rounds apparently.
And part ownership of the other team.
Exactly.
Of the entire NFL. I don't even know how you pull that off.
Go ahead, Miles.
The Niners had a petition for firstborns.
Look, okay, partially some of that
Watson.
is true.
I'm gonna take a shot while y'all do this.
Yeah, partially some of that is true there, Bogart. But what was the question again?
How do you
navigate the narratives of the off season?
Like how do you navigate the off season BS?
Be wary of those accounts that have a random just one letter off of their name and they're spitting off bullshit because they
NFL up the hot.
Robbie knows what I'm talking about. And don't just randomly share that because that's how misinformation happens. Okay, that's one thing. Second of all, what I like to do and what I've done is I follow resourceful beat writers that are very close to the team, and that's what I do. And I follow them, and I follow what they put out because they have good sources.
Bro, I will DM them. I will DM
from the team.
I will DM them before something drops. I'm like, so this is what's going on. This is what I'm hearing. What do you know? And they'll be like, this is what I know. I'm like, can I go live with this? And I'm like, just don't say my fucking name.
As a writer, as an editor, as somebody who has to fact check things before I publish it on Rumboyz, and I'm doing this daily. I try to look for, like, I have to know about hockey and what's going on just to make sure. I have to fact check the writers that are doing that stuff that I don't even know stuff about, So like,
yes, man, his job is hard.
And Jake too. So, I follow UFC, but he's like, at the same time, I'm learning stuff. So I love it. You know what I mean? I'm all about learning stuff every day. So this is like fucking awesome. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying though, like, you have to follow people that are very close to the team and that have reliable sources with the team that have been trusted to put out timely and responsible and resourceful news. And if you follow those people, then you know that you're getting the right kind of information. And then you can follow the rumors and little things from there. But you don't pay attention to these mainstream bait click kind of things that have just come out of nowhere, because when you start doing that, like, all this other misinformation starts. So if you're like this whole Deshaun Watson stuff, like, all the time, I'm just like, just wait till April, because there's a whole bunch of shit out there that nobody even knows about. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to just wait until you see shit, until it happens. Right now, it's a waiting game. The off season just started.
It's exactly, but it's that instant, like, hey, oh my god, where's he going?
It's been a month. It's been a month.
I can't wait anymore.
I should have said these flowers were sent to me, bro. That would have been fucking
overall
hilarious.
for me.
But that's what you have to do.
UFC is easy because, again, Miles can easily look up the interviews and just see what I said is true, and he said that before.
Yeah, I like reviewing your articles. It doesn't take that long. Hockey is a different thing.
Because you do have different parties saying things, but it sort of means nothing. The team has said, we have him under contract. He's not going anywhere. We have him for 3 years. If he wants to walk away, fine. If the team says, I don't like this player's contract, I guess you only take the team source. But in terms of, like, the whole players versus agent source, I think the NFL is better off. Take the team. Because the agent has no impact. If the team has you under contract for 2 years, for 3 years, you're probably stuck there. Like, this is all drama that does not need to be investigated. Or if a team is waiting for a player to hold out, it's a franchise tag. They're probably going to come back. There's stuff like this where you could say it's negotiation.
Like that happened with Clowney for years and years in Houston, and he stayed. You know what I mean?
I love what we do. I love what we do here at the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, to where if something is a speculation piece, we state that it is speculation.
Exactly.
This
Right
is
off the bat.
Here's my thing.
Yeah,
I
we
think
say
the
let me
only-
make sure you know that shit.
Dude, my title to my
And-
article was potential landing spots. It wasn't like, wait, what is going here for sure?
Right.
Like
And
insider
the
sources,
only
you know, and people.
legitimate
Why not, Miles?
time
What
you
the
can
fuck,
say
man?
this is,
I'm
wrong
the
with you?
source.
I guess
I'm
You don't
the
know where
I
he's
would say
going?
more than a hot take.
What was that, Jake?
And overall, if it's a hot take, it's come from a team source. Because if the only time it's a legitimate source is if they say they're cutting a player. Because at this
Right.
point, Deshaun will not leave if they say they won't trade him, and they're not even picking up the phone, and they know that, right? Or if it is a time where you have JJ Watt going somewhere, and his team can say
all
he
the
wants to
reports
be
have
here
been
and
teams
that
have
means
called, but the
nothing.
Texans
If a team
haven't
does not
answered
want
the
to take
phone.
on that contract, they're not going to do it. So only focus on team sources for a while, because
Yeah,
until May
that
1st,
like
nothing
shit like
means
that.
anything.
Shit like that Hustler just mentioned in the comments.
Yeah.
that pisses us off. Like we don't
wait
like
until
that.
a team source comes out, because the agents will try to throw something out and build interest, very similar to a UFC style. This fight has to happen because the fans want on my side.
If we know something, so let's
NFL
say
player cannot say this. I want to be on this team, so I'm going to get fans to say I should be on this team. Means
let's
nothing
take something. Let's
until
take
the NFL says
something.
it.
Let's take something. Let's take two examples that we knew. We knew for a motherfucking fact that these things were going to happen before anyone else reported them. We knew. We knew that AB was going to go to Tampa. We had a source from the Atlantic that hooked us the fuck up and was like, "You've been following this story for long enough. Go put in work." And then once you do your YouTube video, I'll drop my tweet. And that's literally exactly how the fuck it worked. It was
And it was
boom,
a Tampa
boom.
source. It was a franchise source. It was
exactly.
not a agent.
It was
the organization.
Yeah, exactly. Let's take when fucking Trent Williams got moved to San Fran. We knew that before anyone. We knew that was happening at least 48 hours before it happened. We waited 2 hours before and we were like, so this is what's going to happen. And just so you guys know, this is what's going to happen. And everybody in the comments, in the chat, we were live when it happened. And they were
Better
like,
be accurate than be
they're-
first.
They were like, they're like, you're wrong. And I'm like, no, this is what's going to happen. Then it happened. And
Front
everyone
office.
was like,
we had front office from the teams doing it. So.
Exactly. You know, so go to your reliable sources. Like, don't follow these. I'm not going to say that we're always going to get it right here, but like, if we're going to say something, and if we're saying something like, yo, this is what's about to happen, it's because we fucking know. Like, we legitimately, at that given moment, if we say something before Schefter, it's because we legitimately fucking know. Like,
not only that,
straight
like I
up.
updated my article like 5 or 6 times. I must have reset how many views I got on the website. But just because I wanted to be accurate, I wanted to make sure that the information or any little mistakes I had in the article were not messed up. Plus, I added some images and some other shit from Twitter. So
And let's give credit to Schefter as well, because his background is I wait till the teams tell me. I'm not going to listen to agents or players.
Yeah,
Once
fuck that
the
fake
agents tell
Schefter,
me,
that fake Schefter report.
I look into my other sources in the organizations, and then I go from there. It's not official till the physicals go through, and that's when he has to report it.
Yep.
So
Until
you can say he was
somebody-
late, maybe 2 seconds, but he
Yep.
is right in there with everyone else.
Yep.
Regardless
Until somebody I know fucking tells
Graziano
me.
too. Dan Graziano is great as well.
Yep. Until somebody I know fucking tells me, I'm not saying shit. I'm not opening up my mouth.
Exactly.
In terms of a concrete stance, I'll do a speculation piece, but I'll do a tweet. I'll do whatever. I won't. That's purely speculation.
Exactly. I mean, we do that on the show all the time, right? We speculate. That's kind of our thing. Like, but we acknowledge it as that. We don't put it out as fact.
We're not
'Cause,
putting
I
this
mean,
out
we'll
as
talk
one of
about
those
that.
articles like, you know, source says
yeah,
Deshaun, or like,
I don't
like
call
the
it
ones that
speculate,
get
I
here
call
is
it
like,
being wrong.
Deshaun
I'm
says
always
he's
wrong.
going to this team only, and
one
it's like,
thing I think
what? And then I click on it, and it's like
all
a
this
statement
player sources
being
never
Hold on,
confirmed.
Peacock. Hold on, Peacock. Hold on, Jake. Go ahead, Justin.
I would say how I navigate it though is like you guys were saying, I follow great sources, you know, because on social media, none of us are putting out like those like those speculative things as fact. We might ask questions, what do you guys think, before it's known, but once it's known, we'll put out, good like facts.
Yeah, it's a
so
tweet,
you just
it's not
got to
a
make
whole
sure
article.
Yeah, make sure you follow like
Fake
good
shit.
sources.
And we all know each other's kind of sources. Like some of us.
I mean, how I navigate it though, like when that crazy shit comes out, I have a segment on my show I call News No One Cares About. So that's how I navigate it.
I just keep going. That's it.
Yeah, I'm like, let me throw it in here because it's hilarious to me.
Dude,
I
don't
overreact.
Do you believe before we go into, and this is actually going to tie into spin sake, do you believe in like retweeting that type of shit, or like going and divulging into it? Like if you know that something is bullshit, do you entertain it?
No, if I actually find it entertaining, then yeah, I'll retweet it with the.
I don't have time to entertain the things I like. So why would I do the things I don't like?
Can I give you a great example right now? I have one coming up.
I'll retweet it with some facts.
A source I have says that Covington is considering a Leon Edwards fight over the Covington or over the Masvidal fight, which is obvious.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can believe it. I trust him. Terrible. I'm not ever going to report that. Ever. Makes no sense. It is Masvidal Covington, right?
Yep, 100%.
And right here is like, this is the reason why, this is the quotes. I'm like, I don't care what they said. And I know this guy has people in the UFC giving him quotes. I'm like,
it's all politics, though. It's all politics and people trying to position
that to someone.
And if it's true, guess what? I'm wrong and I miss it. And that's
I'd equate that to someone being like,
there's no way this fight does not happen for me between Masvidal and Covington. And in my mind, I'm like, how can I believe that? Like, why would anyone fight Edwards right now when he could fight Masvidal? It makes no sense.
I do have to hop out of here, though, guys. I'm sorry. I got to take off.
Alrighty, bro. We're about to wrap up here soon.
WC.
All right.
I love you, WC. Melts in your hand, not in your mouth.
Outro, Justin, real quick. Go ahead.
Make sure you guys subscribe to me on Clock Management Fantasy Football on YouTube. That's my big one. We're everywhere, though. Follow me on Twitter.
Big White Chocolate.
We do autographed jersey giveaways every month. So just hop in, subscribe to us, leave a comment. You get entered to win. It's that easy.
Sultry Saturdays with white chocolate.
That's tomorrow.
Melts in your hand.
Don't tempt me.
Hello.
You could make that a show.
With white chocolate. Then the show's called Hello.
Yeah, but
Hello with white
overall,
chocolate.
From white chocolate.
Sultry
I mean,
Saturdays.
this source makes sense for me because
You get a better mic. Better mic.
versus Covington is a great fight, but I think a stand-up guy like Leon Edwards would not be able to deal with the grappling, and he'd win that fight and then get Masvidal. But again, it makes sense. I would not report that. Ever.
I haven't seen Masvidal
For those
fight
people
since
who are
he
saying
knocked out fucking Askren. Like, did he? Has
You've
he
seen
fought since?
Masvidal fight since then. Come on, bro.
Did it happen? I don't remember.
We all covered
well,
it
the fight
together.
after did not go so well, so don't even acknowledge that one. You got
That's
starched.
okay.
But
So, see, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
but
but
then-
overall, like again, I would not report that because it's not reported officially, and I trust him, and it could happen. And I do think he would win both fights, but I would not wait to see
Bogart being here talking street
or
Jesus
blindly read an
stuff.
article and be like, all right,
Oh,
this
God.
didn't happen. I want to wait till it's reported and booked because you cannot trust the sources inside. Because guess what? Even if you're right and things inside of these places think this is a good idea, it might change last second, right?
Let's let Spin go. Let's let Spin go. How do you navigate the off-season BS?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? It's fluff.
Right?
It's just it's fairy dust. As Matthew McConaughey would say, in The Wolf of Wall Street, like it's
All right.
it's a fugazi. It's a fugazi.
But like, how do
like,
you? How
I
do you
don't.
feel
I don't
about
even
it?
look at it. Like honestly,
Yeah.
exactly like you
Don't
said.
pay
Like I
attention to it.
follow you guys. Like
It has no
Ian
merit on
Rappaport.
what
If I
you're
see Ian
gonna do
Rappaport
later.
put something out, like I know, holy shit, like this is
Mhm.
pretty legit. Like so, this is like he is one of those names though. I think that like is like a mainstream, but like his shit is legit. I feel like I don't know why.
See,
Also,
me
I
and
like his stuff.
Rappaport, so me and Rappaport don't get along because there's actually been not once but twice that he steered me in the wrong direction and we've gotten into it.
Ooh.
I also
Yeah.
want to say, like, at this point of the season, don't look at like one piece of information that comes out as one piece of information. It's like once the draft is over and the whole offseason is complete, then you can look at the team. Like, I hate draft grades because it doesn't mean anything.
I
towards
don't.
what the team has
Yeah,
done
I don't
with
look
free
at the
agency and other
combine.
things.
Again,
Tom Brady
guys,
doesn't
once
look at the
May 1st
combine.
hits,
You know what I
trade.
mean? Like it doesn't.
Nobody gets traded before May 1st ever.
Tom Brady didn't really do well.
He
at
didn't
the combine.
do the combine. He didn't even do the combine.
He did. He did.
No,
People
he
were
didn't.
apparently
He didn't.
people were apparently wearing.
Like a
We saw.
5'2".
We
They were
saw.
wearing his shirt, like his
Wait.
like him running on a shirt, and like they were like cheering him on. Like
Put it like this. Put it like this. So there's gonna be
What
a
did Peyton
point.
Manning do with the combine?
Avocados,
Hey,
bro.
put it like this
Avocados.
for a lot of you guys out there. We're reaching a point at the Rumboyz Fans Network where anyone and everyone is gonna have the ability within getting signed off on it. They'll have the ability to be able to go live and drop breaking news. So Sven gets something first, he's going to be able to have the login. If Miles, Jake, Bogart, whoever else in the company, they get something.
If you're in the chat and you're a team, passionate about writing about your team, give me a freaking DM on Twitter or send me an email and shoot me a piece of your work. And
slide into those,
on the damn
slide into
Rumboyz.
those DMs.
Yeah, real
Miles
smooth.
is like, I want to fucking have a bigger staff.
Yeah.
I've never heard an editor be like, I want more work.
I wasn't really asking for that, but I just want more teams to cover so I can have more knowledge, so I can kick everybody's ass more than I already do in fantasy.
Knowledge is power, bro.
Dude, come to baseball, bro. Fantasy baseball.
Gonna be like, have you seen Megamind?
He's so serious.
I call my son Mega Bonk.
I played Mega Man. I was pretty good.
I was about to say, I call my son Mega Bonk.
I dominated last
'Cause he'll
season in
bump
fantasy
you.
football in general. It was a really great year, so I'm just going to continue on. It's going to happen. So I'm here to serve you, and you guys can help me if
Fantasy football, give me money.
If you want to
Dude,
write about football.
It's hilarious. Like I say hilarious from like my standpoint because like I remember when I first started working with Miles, and like now he's like has. I'm gonna go ahead and say what it is. He has a lot of Robbie in him now. Like he has a lot of me.
Big
pause. Big pause.
But like it's like
Big Paws. Like Big Paws is your nickname, or like
No, like Big
you're like
Paws,
Native
like-
American. Like
That's for
Like a
everybody
bear,
that's-
like big
bro.
everybody that's
big.
not aware is Paws.
bro,
Big
bro,
Paws.
bro,
No,
like
Come
he is
to
about
watch.
he is about to unleash a can of fucking whoop ass on all y'all out there. So fucking get ready, motherfuckers.
Big Paws.
I want to do one
is
of those
coming.
23andMe things, though. I'm pretty sure I have some Native American blood in me, and then I would like to just.
My wife
honorarily-
did, and
Can we
she
get it
actually
under
had
overgoing?
she actually had a tiny bit. I think of.
Oh, if I have like a very tiny, then I'm not gonna do it. But if I have like a
I'm
good percent,
an alien,
I'm gonna be
bro.
like, I want to get one of them.
Hey,
names.
last
We found out some
topic.
things that she was. It was crazy.
Hey, last
I'm a
topic.
fucking alien, bro.
Let's rock out. Let's hit these hard.
2% alien.
Nobody's arguing that.
Hey, let's hit these hard.
I am
How-
a mushroom.
Yes, you are. How good is NBA rookie LaMelo Ball? I mean, how good has he really fucking become? Let's face it. He currently plays about an average of 27 fucking minutes. 14.3 points per game. Okay. He's definitely making Charlotte a entertaining fucking team to watch. What's the temperature check on LaMelo Ball right now? I mean, I get that he's a rookie, but go ahead, Sven.
Really, me, LaMelo Ball. I'm decided to play fantasy basketball this
He
year.
has
and
ball in his name.
He's got ball, right? Exactly, and like
There it is.
so does basketball, right?
He's a basket. His dad's a basket.
Sven, you should just let it be with the first sentence, but okay, continue.
Right?
Balls.
I did it. Balls.
Balls.
That's the name of my fantasy baseball league. It's called Balls.
Make sure to check out
Balls.
Rumboyz Fantasy Basketball promo code
Dragon
Rumballs.
Balls Z.
I wish we could get that. I don't know what. I was
Dragon
just the
Balls.
fake
I like
promo.
that.
Sorry.
That is gonna be it. That is.
I'm
that
still
is-
looking for names. I'm still looking for names.
Listen,
Sven,
I threw it to my brother and cousin, and my brother
telling-
was firing them out.
I was telling these
Most
guys
of them
in the-
inappropriate, but
I was telling these
firing
guys
a
in the
bunch
chat
out.
that I need to put rum in my handle, and I was like, or rum boys in my handle, and I was like, P boys. No, that doesn't work. I was like, rum cock.
Rumcock.
I don't know about
I
that.
like rumcock. I think the
I've had
rumcock.
rumcock
I think the
a couple
rumcock
nights.
would work. The rumcock would work.
Yeah,
That's
slapping
what
it.
Raj. That's what Raj said, and I was like, I don't know about that. You can get it confused with like whiskey dick.
Raj,
Whiskey dick.
It would rival Risky Dick, bro. That's what you should have said. Rumcock will rival Whiskey Dick.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't know. I might use that. Rumcock.
Been
LaMelo Ball. He's been playing a lot, man. I mean, he's a rising star.
Not enough, in my opinion.
I don't.
He's young.
He's young. I just don't like the family. His father's mad annoying.
I don't care about that. I know that, but look, he's
Right?
the young one.
Like-
He's like the one who's trying to distance himself maybe from all of that stuff. He's not jello, and he's not.
He's a 438 shooter. I hear an echo.
Put hands on his
What about
dad.
you guys?
You know his dad. You know his dad.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
A
The
lot
problem's
of
the
them threw
father.
hands
That's right,
on
Sean.
I mean, U.S. headphones.
Exactly, his father.
Slight list.
438
Fine,
field goal shooter. What is he? 359 from
Fine,
3
He's
point.
fine, dude. Look, he's coming into his own. He's gonna.
He's a
show
rookie.
up.
He's a rookie. That's the
wait,
thing.
wait. Hey, guys,
He's gonna
hang
show up
on.
with the older bros.
He's the youngest. He's the
Sven,
youngest.
Sven was
right?
talking math, and I love that shit.
Oh, sorry, Sven, go for
I
it.
purposely did not
Hey,
put these numbers in.
I have a fantasy
Bro,
basketball
Sven is
trade
a
that I want
mathlete,
you guys to look at later.
I got a
Let's just
pretty
go.
solid squad, but I'm in like fucking seven.
Hey, it's 43 to 7. Hey, it's 43.7 from 3, right? Or from no, it's from 3, right?
So his
What's his
3-point
percentage?
percentage is 43% from the 3-point line.
359. Is that it?
What's the 3-point percentage, Sven?
I don't know. I'm looking at Basketball Reference.
Ah, fuck.
Is that what it is? It says 3 point. Yeah, that is it. 359 is what it says.
Okay, 359. What's his free throw?
Free throw 791. So not terrible.
But he's not getting his
unsteady
calls.
hands.
I bet you he's not getting his calls as a youngster.
But he's only getting 2 point like little less than 3 a game. You know what I mean?
What side
Miles-
wins this trade?
What's Miles doing?
What side wins this
Yeah.
trade?
All right, I think we got to look. I think we got to. Can you put Miles up on the screen, like just
Yeah, let me give Miles just
because I got to see this.
Miles is fucking dying, just trying to hold that
No,
up.
I gotta.
Oh, wait,
no,
wait, now
oh,
he-
bro,
now he's-
Well, let me take his
bro.
call.
Is that better?
I mean, I
Alright.
can do this too. Like Miles.
Is that Doncic? If Doncic is involved in a trade, I don't know who's trading him away.
I'm not
wouldn't
trading
be.
away
That's,
Doncic.
that's me. And he came after me, and I already countered like 3 or 4 times, and this is like the best he's given me lately.
Keep Doncic and Embiid. If you're giving
But
away those,
he's in first place, and I'm like in 4th.
well,
That's the
fuck
thing.
him. It
You
doesn't
still
matter.
have you have Doncic and Embiid.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm in 4th place because I'm not making moves like every day. I'm busy
no,
fucking doing
man.
Rumboyz shit. Like I'm not fucking updating my roster and
I mean, it's
fucking
Doncic.
making moves and looking at
Embiid is
schedules
That's
and
the
shit.
thing.
Embiid is
I
fantastic.
should just say fuck him, right?
Yeah, no.
But you're looking at literally like the best, like what the best point guard and like the best center potentially in fantasy.
If you're already probably getting fucked, like don't even give that guy an upper hand. Fuck that, dude.
I would shoot for the moon. For those two guys, you got to shoot. You need Deshaun Watson like numbers in return.
Yeah, I was talking about this trade.
Nice. I was talking about this trade. I don't think he realizes.
My wife was like, "You're just something right now." I was like, "Yeah." I was
We
talking
heard.
about
We
this
heard.
trade.
We heard.
35.9 at the 3-point percentage. He's 79.1 for free throws.
So it's not like he's not like awful. Like he's not but he's a fucking rookie. I mean, he's a ball. Like I don't know. The family, like I feel like they're gonna be okay NBA players. Like everybody's like years from now, they're gonna be like, hey, remember the Ball family? Remember those guys?
and I think that's.
I don't know. I think that's all they're gonna be.
I think I just saw Jake reach for another fucking shot.
I have Melo in another league, but
Fine.
I don't know.
You caught me. It's cool.
I'm missing power.
How'd Giannis do
Dude,
tonight?
I
I think Giannis
Jake,
was he on his way.
Jake,
I'm missing power forwards in that other league.
Took
so
it
it's like-
before us. You're a dick.
I got Giannis and DiVincenzo.
Fantasy basketball is a lot of work, dude. Like you have to
Dude,
look
I
at
fucking hate
schedules.
it. I
You have to
hate
look at
it.
schedules, and it's
Daily
every
stuff.
day.
Hey,
I don't even look at schedules. I just start my dudes.
No, man.
Y'all
I
ready
don't
for
even-
final?
Yeah, good to go.
Hey guys, fellas.
Giannis, if he's playing, yeah, he's in. Vucevic, if he's in,
Y'all
like,
see these
of
flowers
course,
that somebody
right?
sent to me?
Thaddeus Young picked his ass up.
Yeah,
man, you're lucky,
He's been
dude.
pretty good. He's been doing pretty good.
Hey, Rumboyz Mafia, final take of the night, and we get to talk about probably
I thought
the
that was the
best-
final take of the night.
No, it wasn't, motherfucker.
Damn,
Did you not read
hell.
the script? We're
I'm
on the
ready
final take
for
right
it.
now.
I swear to
I
God,
actually
I didn't
didn't,
read
but I
it
thought that was the
before I
one.
fucked up.
For some
No,
reason.
we start off with
Okay.
Jake.
Important
We
one
start
right
off with
here.
Jake. And we close out the night with, of course, our UFC picks for the month.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I
Hey.
too.
I remember now.
So first off, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rum Boys and girls. What it do? We're about to fucking kick it off with the homie Jake, the bearded one. He's about to advise y'all some slick ass shit. Get your pen and your fucking paper out. Kamaru Usman, Gilbert Burns, Jake, take him away. Cheers, fellas.
All right. Well, this is interesting because I do want to pick against Kamaru at every step of the way. I mean, every matchup he could have, he's had. So I'd love to pick against him. It'd be a very fun thing to see the, division.
Last time you picked against him, it didn't work for you.
Well, no, at all. I mean, no, hold on. No, I
Thanks for rubbing it in, Robbie.
I did pick Usman. I did. And I actually picked him against Covington as well. I don't like doing so. And I'm going to be the same way here. And I will say that he probably does beat Burns. Because
I think
every counter Burns has is dependent upon if Usman, and I know Robbie does not like Usman.
No, well, okay, so
not
here's
the best
the thing.
champion in the world. Not entertaining anyway. But
No, he's not entertaining, but the thing is with Burns is Burns stands too upright. He's too stiff. And
also,
you're not going to fight me
Burns
from
is
here. You're not going to fight me from here.
His takedown defense is 50% because he loves to go to the ground and actually do jiu-jitsu. It's his thing. He loves to work on the ground and submit you from the bottom.
But that's
Every
not
single
enough
time.
against Usman, who's going to press you and push you up against the cage.
And that's my thing. Usman, if he lets it happen, could lose this fight. But I don't see Burns being a bigger fighter in that octagon that could keep Kamaru from just stepping on his feet, throwing elbows, and just pressuring and clinching nonstop. Winning control of that octagon every round. And guess what? He might not outstrike him, but what do? If you're on the octagon, getting elbowed, protecting yourself for 2 to 3 minutes of that round, you lose that round. It'll be a decision win by Usman. It won't be entertaining, and it's going to be a typical, all right, Masvidal got starched because it was not entertaining. It was just constantly stepping on his feet, throwing elbows, body shots. Same with Gilbert Burns. I just don't see it. And hope I'm wrong. I do want to see better matchups, but I do not see him changing styles.
Are you taking them more or less on significant strikes in terms of fantasy points? 112 and a half.
I would take less.
112 and a half.
Less with him.
Hold on. 112 and a half on Usman. 78 and a half on Burns.
Oh, I mean, if the fight goes Usman's way and he fights his way, it cannot go over. It's one of those things, he just pressures people to the point where whatever you do, whatever you throw a strike, I counter and throw a knee. And it's going to be...
Oh, sorry, not fantasy points. Not fantasy points, Jake. Don't. Wait, Jake. No, Jake, just significant strikes. Just significant strikes. Don't count fantasy points.
Yeah.
112 and a half.
Still go under, man.
Okay, 112 and a half and
boring.
78 and a half.
Yeah, I still go boring, man. Yeah, I'm going to pick under. He has a way of pressuring
the
on the fence where you cannot throw.
You think they're going to be in the clinch?
every time, and you can't throw pressure on him. I want to be wrong.
Makes a lot of sense.
I don't take
thank you
at all.
So you
There's
think
the bet?
I mean, it might be the wrong take.
I don't know. I gotta see
anybody outside of Colby Covington get him out of that routine. So,
and this is it on fantasy.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about. So I'm just saying, like, I just haven't seen a lot of Burns. Maybe like 1 or 2.
A strike is +1. A significant strike is +2.
And
a
people are
takedown
gonna
is
push for him
+10.
because it's an easy bet. But even then, like, I don't really see. I need to see somebody get him out of that comfort.
There's the instructions
and
right there
the
for
battle
fantasy.
for somebody betting this fight.
Hold on, there's the
And
instructions right there for
overall, I just
fantasy.
don't with
So one
Burns.
strike
I
is
think
a
Burns is
point.
too comfortable going to the ground, and I think
Yeah.
overall it's going to come down to
A strike is a point. A significant strike is +2. A takedown is +10. A knockdown
it's
is
a knee elbow that
+15.
causes significant damage.
A-
That
a-
changes
a-
the momentum of the fight.
A submission attempt is
Or makes it
20
back.
points.
Knees. You think the knees and elbows would be a difference?
Yeah. And whoever wins gets you 25.
I don't think this fight's gonna go 5 rounds.
Oh, 100%.
You think it's gonna go 5?
If Usman wins this fight, like I think he does, it's going to go 5 rounds. He always goes to 5-round decisions.
Yeah, well, if you look
I'm
at
looking at their past
points,
and by the way,
well, not only
Burns-
that, look at the total points that they both have. So that's putting them,
Unbelievable.
that's pacing
and can I
them
bring
out
this up?
for,
And I gotta
for several
compliment
rounds.
Akamoto for this.
You know that
Because
I'm
he
betting
did
this fight.
Bring this up. A big name UFC guy, right?
Ton, what is it?
The only time that Usman has ever had a fight where he actually lost in any unanimous way was against Covington one time, and it was outside of the grappling in round 3.
Bro, I feel like that this
He
this
just
has
wins
to be
rounds, and he just throws knees, steps on your feet, throws elbows. That's what he does.
All right,
I've not seen anyone take him out of it for a fight, and I cannot pick him. So
hold on, really quick. Hashtag Rumboyz Lingo. For those of you guys out there that are new to the channel, Rumboyz Lingo is our own fucking language that we have.
Oh, shit.
So
I gotta be using that hashtag because I don't use hashtags and I always forget.
Don't worry, I'm gonna start dropping it. I'm the
worst at using hashtags, so I gotta fucking get on it.
Rumboyz Lingo. I'm gonna keep it player. I'm gonna keep it player means that I'm about to say something that probably unpopular opinion may not like, my panel may not like, but I'm gonna keep it real to whoever I am. I'm gonna keep it true. So I'm gonna keep it player right now, dude. Right now, like when I look at this shit on Monkey Knife Fight, so I like to play the UFC on fantasy because I'm able to dictate it now by a basis of math. I'm able to dictate it better off of math versus me going off a scorecard. So if I'm gonna play UFC fantasy, if we're gonna go off of I think what Spin, you said 5 rounds, right?
Oh,
So-
yeah, I think 5 rounds totally.
So if this does go 5 rounds, which I think that it very well could, then I'm gonna take the over on both automatically just by an amount of minutes that it will allow the opportunity to strike. 361.5. If we're gonna talk about, just throwing the little shoulder strikes and the little uppercuts in the clinch, Kamaru Usman is definitely going to do that. He's that type of guy to put that pressure on you and do that. Do I think that he has the ability to probably drop Burns early? Like I'm taking Usman straight up. So like if you're gonna look on money line, you're gonna you want to go off what I'm saying, then you're gonna take Usman straight up. Okay. But I mean, with there being a knockdown like that plus 15, like I'm looking at that. I think that could come with exhaustion in like the 4th, 5th round. If this goes 4 or 5 rounds, I think the over on both in terms of fantasy points. We're looking at a 361.5 and a 256.5. Burns, I have no doubt that because he's going to have to try and out counter and out strike Usman in order to try and at least keep bay. If you want to stop from being put up against the fence, then that's the only way that you're going to do it. So in terms of fantasy points, I want to take the overall on Gilbert Burns. I can see where you flip flop between Usman and Burns, just because Usman is going to depend on how it's calculated. If he's going to throw those shoulders, he's going to throw that elbow, he's going to throw that uppercut, because everything he's going to do is very close quarters. It's going to be working off of the grapple.
Right.
That knee. You're right. Thank you, Jake. Thank you for correcting me there.
That's his biggest thing, actually. Whenever you try to counter or throw an elbow, he'll throw the opposite knee every time. And that's how he actually damages you.
But I think that Usman will get you that plus 20 easy on that submission attempts, and that plus 25 looks promising on Usman, and that's where I feel like that 361 over kind of that 361.5 over kind of starts to become tempting, and that's where I feel like over on both is like, well, if they're gonna go to distance, then motherfucker, like yeah, that based off of the point system, that clearly makes sense to me in fantasy.
That works.
I don't know.
But I also want to hear. We're all gamblers here. Like, does anyone have a theory? Like, does anyone see a narrative? Maybe in 3 rounds, Usman takes care of it. Because I see a narrative where Usman could take care of it.
Okay, so if you're a gambler, that minus 275 is like, why not take Burns at that point?
Burns has gone the distance too. Like
you can take Burns.
If they both gone the distance, I don't know.
From the decision, probably be your best gambler.
That 275 gamble is something you don't want to mess with, right? It's one of those things where it's like there's no money in it to bet Usman. Literally nothing. If it's 275 plus, don't even touch that bet, right?
So then, based off of what Jay Love
flyers on him, maybe in a finish in the 2nd, maybe the 3rd, 4th round, you would do that. I don't see if you're gonna pick him to win for a safe bet.
When was
pick
Usman's
Burns.
last second round knockout? When was his last second round? Does anyone have that
Sorry,
stat?
Second
I
round
think he's had
knockout.
one. I think it's always been the pressure, and
Yeah,
counted-
his
I
second
counted
round
with that.
knockout was
Fight
in
time is in the
2014.
5th round. He's
Hang on, hang on.
KO
main
in
events.
2014.
I countered with this.
Are we on DK? Oh no, hold on.
Vucevic,
No.
Jalen.
I counted. I was like, give me Giannis and Randall.
I
and
have-
I'll give you these guys.
I have Giannis, Vucevic, and Brogdon on the same team.
I'd probably
No,
do that. Like I'd probably
Yeah.
do that.
See, I countered with that. Like, look,
I
if you
have
want to do
those three
something,
on my
that's what I'm
team.
telling you. I was like, look, if you want whatever you do, whatever you're trying to do.
I don't know.
you're trying to-
Vucevic is fucking solid, man.
Vucevic
No, I know
is
he
solid.
That's what I'm
Vucevic,
saying.
he's at
But
least.
look, I'm not being a dick, but he was insulting me with those last couple of trade offers. Like the
Well,
You're getting
That's
rid of
what
those
I'm-
bottom guys for Giannis, basically.
Miles, he's playing against a fucking analyst. Do you really think he's gonna play nice against you?
yeah,
like,
he
you-
came at me, but you didn't even see the first two trade offers before the last one I showed you. And that was like
I can only imagine, and that's
and he's in first place.
dude. Just wait. We're gonna start rolling out the.
That's
fantasy
also one of my
basketball content.
best friends who he like, he'll like fly me out to Vegas and like we'll hang out all that shit. So I don't have no ill will. He just wants to like talk
Dude.
shit in the chat. That's what
Let
he
me
likes
know.
off
Let me know the next time you're out there. Let's meet up. Let's meet up.
for sure.
Let's meet up.
I'm just waiting, man. Just waiting for this stupid virus.
I know. Anyone
That's
else
also-
have any other
that's
takes
also-
on the fight though? Like,
Round
Yeah, I guess overall, if you want to be safe, I think Usman is the safe pick.
I think Usman's
But
a
you're not
safe
gonna
pick
make
on the
money
money.
off him unless
Oh.
you bet crazy high, because again, 275 is a ridiculous bet to make.
When was his last fight?
What's the money line?
He fought Masvidal and it was bad. So, yeah, I think it was close to 270. I mean, no one's picking Burns in this fight.
Do you have the money line though?
I don't know.
Could look it up, but it was pretty bad.
Come on, bro. You know
I
I'm
don't know. I
looking
think
up.
Usman's gonna win this by
You know,
decision.
I'm looking to
gonna
be
be
a
a
fucking
boring-
DJ, bro.
I want it to be an
Boring
exciting
long fight.
fight. I think it's gonna be boring though.
A boring long fight.
I
Usman
think it's
is
definitely gonna
not-
be boring.
Yeah,
What's the money line?
is not a fun fighter.
But he wins.
And he'll dance
Hold
afterwards.
on. We're gonna get into outros in a second. I just want to get this last.
Plus 220 for
Final one
Burns,
here.
minus
Yeah,
270.
I've never gotten updates, but it is
Wait, plus 220?
not looking.
Plus 220 for Gilbert Burns and minus 270 for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it moved a little bit, but it's
Motherfucker,
not
give me the
great.
270.
Yeah.
I just take
Yeah,
the
if you wanna
plus.
do
And
it.
Again, you're
what's
picking
the
an underdog
minus?
just 'cause you
What's the
can
minus?
at that point?
270.
That's pretty high.
270.
I'll take it.
Oh my
And
god.
I think it's pretty fair, honestly. I don't
This
think Burns
card-
brings anything that no one else
This card,
can.
yo, for real, this card tomorrow night is not built to get anyone money. Like, so there's one fight and there's one fight only.
It's
And that's
props.
Dude,
Props get you
no.
money.
Dude, well, here's the thing. Simon's
I
gonna
mean,
whoop
Mace is
Keller's
underdog,
ass.
right? So
Simon,
if you bet
no.
Barber, it might be a decent one because she's coming back from the ACL.
I think Barber, you
Kick
can
her
get
in
money.
the knee.
I think Barber, you can get money. Like, they're praying
Right
for
in
Keller.
the knee.
You're
Yeah,
praying for
she's
Keller.
underdog.
The
I
kneecap.
can go with that one.
The kneecap.
Gasolum's gonna eat, so
Dan
that's not
Campbell
fair.
is her coach.
Hold on here. Is he favored in that fight? I don't know. That's tough.
He is.
Gasolum is favored.
He
yeah.
is.
Really cool.
Gaslam's
The coach,
not the
Dan
most
Campbell.
reliable guy, too, though. That Izzy fight kind of.
Dan Campbell, nice.
Bro, I don't know if I want to fuck with this card too deep outside of Barber
No,
and Patolo.
you're
Doesn't
making
seem like
hot
that
takes if
exciting
you're
of
gonna
a
bet this
card.
card. I mean, that's
Hey,
fair to
you
say.
want to know what's more
Doesn't
exciting
seem
about?
as great as recent
I know
ones.
what's more exciting than this card. Our new official fantasy baseball guy. His show is going to be called Great Balls of Fire. It's our man Sven.
I like that. I like that.
I agree with
like
that, because honestly, this card is hard to pick.
Or how about this?
And if you're gonna
Wood swingers.
argue
Did you-
anything,
I didn't
it
get
comes
I
down
didn't-
to
God damn it,
All about
Bogart,
that one.
stop it.
Against him
Let us
to
do
do
this.
this. And if it goes the opposite way, you might make money. Like, I
hear
can't
an
make
echo,
an
too.
argument for the opposite direction in these cards. Except for Macy
Oh.
Barber. That's the one fight. I think Macy comes back. That's the only fight I would say. I know she's.
I think Macy.
Get it,
I think
though.
Macy
Get it?
definitely
She's young.
fucking starches the fuck out of Grasso. So I'll probably
Yeah,
go.
that's what
I'll
I'm
probably
saying.
go
Alexa Grasso
Barber.
might get starch.
I'll go Barber
That's the one
Patolo.
I'd say where it's like, yeah, take her.
Yeah, I'll go
she'll take
Barber
the W,
Patolo, and that's what I'm doing tomorrow.
Everyone
Like,
else,
that's-
like, I'm like, I don't know, and I don't. Again,
Everyone
J-Lo
else I'm
loves
not
the idea
playing.
that somebody gets a knockout. I don't see a knockout in this Usman fight. Usman does not get knocked out. It's not happened for
5 rounds.
The rest of the card.
So
Hey, hold on.
yeah, I don't see it.
Isn't Usman got like the illest
could be
record
wrong.
too?
Yeah, he's won like 15 in a row or something like that. Or
But he's only banked.
yeah.
Like he's only banked for real in fantasy. Like that's it. Like Usman's a fantasy UFC fighter.
three title
that's
defense
our
in a
guy,
row.
man.
A seller,
One
yeah.
knockout
And
in the
it's gonna be-
5th round, though.
And I want him to
Exactly.
lose, by the way. I want Gilbert Burns to get fresh matchups. I want to see him against Masvidal, Covington, and everything else. But I can't pick against him. And I want him to lose. I just can't pick against him.
If this doesn't go 5 rounds, I'll be shocked.
Nah, that's how rocking
It
tomorrow.
has to go 5 rounds. It's how the fight goes with both these fighters.
It has to, right? It has to. Unless somebody just says,
J-Lo's
fuck it,
right
I'm just
and
going
he
to go
gets
nuts.
Prediction right.
Dude,
Burns
I'm
knocks
going
him
Barber
out,
and I'm going
which is great
Patolo.
if it happens.
That's our guy.
Try to just
No,
end
that's
it.
just the way
Because
I'm
he knows if he
rocking.
goes 5 rounds,
if
he's going to
J-Lo
lose.
is right and Burns knocks him out, I will
Jake,
literally give
can I get a
J-Lo
favor?
higher
Jake?
up position because I would never pick that.
If it's
Jake,
5
can I
rounds,
get-
it's Usman.
Jake, can I get a favor?
Yes.
Do you mind sending J Love the link while we get these outros wrapped up?
Gotcha.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Dude, and do you mind doing your outro too? Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. That was not supposed to happen. You're literally supposed to do your outro.
That's good.
Yo, what up, Fantasy Sven here? You can find me
Actually,
at
in that
Fantasy
case,
Sven
then,
on Twitter.
So I gotta change devices for that because I have social media stuff where I don't like on my main stuff. Can
Who
Miles
won the
send
fight
that
tonight?
out there?
No, we're not gonna
J-Lo.
talk about. We're not gonna talk about the fight right now.
Okay.
Just go in the chat and send to J Love. Send the link, and then we're gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna send J Love the link. Go ahead and do your outro.
Yeah, I'll have an article out about this weekend and see how that welterweight division builds up because depending on who wins, it's going to be a big change. If Usman wins, I don't know where he goes. He might have to go up the division because there's nothing left for him. Or
Did you
if
talk
Burns
about your
wins, there's
lightweight?
A lot of fun matchups for him coming up.
Your lightweight article? Did you talk about that earlier today, or did I miss that? Because like that went out.
Robbie announced. Yeah, Robbie announced it.
Oh my bad. I must have
Yeah,
been
it's
zoned out.
insane. It's not any clearer, by the way. No one
Yeah,
else
that was a
fighting
fun
the same
read.
type
So
of
yeah,
shit, so.
for sure, check that shit out. I'm looking forward to reading the next one.
Yeah, that one, I don't know. There's no answers. I think Dana has to get some people in the room and say, there's a title on the line. Someone fight for it, please. Because we have something, pay-per-view points on the line. Somebody take it, because if you don't, we're going to keep it with the guy that retired and just make you fight for a tournament, because we cannot leave this thing on the line.
Yo, the Jaguars
What an easy-
signed Chris Doyle. Yay.
It's insane. No, that
what
that
an
lightweight
easy
division
job.
is weird.
What an easy
because
job
no
for
one wants
Dana
fight
to
each
just be
other
like,
unless it's
here,
for a title.
like somebody.
But they
take
don't want
the
to fight the
belt.
person they should fight for a title. Or for
Yeah, I read the article.
So-
It's all crazy. It's like a freaking. It's like a
No,
what we call
but am
down
I
here.
wrong?
It's a
It's a-
novela.
It's a
It's a
fucking
Mexican
novella.
soap
Miles,
opera.
am I wrong? Like no one.
No,
like,
man, it's
you-
awesome. It's crazy
It's
though. Like,
hilarious because
anybody could fight
it
anybody
makes
for the
no
title.
sense. And the UFC has to say you're fighting for a title, and
Yeah.
figure it out. I don't care if you're happy, but
It's intense. Check that shit out
the
on
call-outs are
Rumboyz.com.
weird because no one wants to fight each other, and I don't know what to do.
Yep.
Sven, your turn.
What up?
Your outro.
Outro. Find me on Twitter at Fantasy Sven, part of the Fantasy Fam podcast. Also part of the Sleeper Wire, but I am also part of the Rumboyz Network now officially. Hello. Hello. The show I'm actually not that drunk. I thought I would have got more drunk. I don't know.
I know.
We're going.
Who knows what's gonna happen when it doesn't say live anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah, when it doesn't say
You know what I
live
mean?
anymore, that's just about to get lit.
But more news to come on the fantasy baseball aspect of the Rumboyz Network.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I love that. Awesome, Sven. Sven's my neighbor up north, still from Texas. Love that.
We're
shit.
gonna eventually like
Yeah, it's a matter of time. I'm gonna be in
Will you
Kerrville
meet
in like
me
2 weeks.
halfway?
Yeah, I mean that's still like
Where are you gonna be?
Kerrville in like 2 weeks.
I
I'm
don't
going to
even know where that is.
going. See, Texas is so huge.
It's fucking massive, bro.
Hold on, that sounded made up. Kerrville?
Dude, you have no idea. Some of the towns in Texas, you're just like, no.
That
No,
sounded made
no,
up.
no.
Meet me in Kerrville.
Like, I'm not playing Candyland. No.
Shoots and ladders.
Sugarland and Kerrland.
People's names, major cities from around the world.
Hey, let me go next. Follow me at the GMM Network, and if you dare, I should say.
If you dare, follow him down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Just do it.
SportsMe. As well.
SportsMe, give me money.
Oh yeah, I'm on there too. I got to figure that out.
I know, me too. Huh? It's another puzzle. I'm gonna eat mushrooms and never figure it out.
Wow.
Were you gonna outro?
Wait,
did you
piss
outro?
me off?
That's like the awesome outros, bro. Are we on? Oh,
Were you done? Yeah, we're still on.
Fucking on. Fuck. Miles,
Let her know, Rob.
where can they fucking find you?
You can
Miles?
obviously find me at rumboyz.com, dropping all the great editorials that all my great writers freaking drop all the damn time, doing all the great graphics and everything that you guys see here with the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, covering everything from NHL to the NFL and anything in between, UFC, as you can see with Rumboyz Combat. And now I'm super proud and pumped to have Sven. I feel like he pronounces that with a TH and an F in between instead of a V.
Look at Sven. It's Sven.
God damn it.
Dude, this has been my nickname since I was like
Sven.
Do your outro.
Super pumped to have Sven there with baseball now and just, keeping everything, broad and open at rumboyz.com. So make sure you guys check that out. And then you can find me on Twitter at ff_peacock.
Thanks for the follow, Hustler.
Check me out
Appreciate you,
at Rumboyz, spelled with a Z, N-E-T. That's probably when I get my account back on Twitter in the next fucking week.
Hopefully before opening day. You know what I mean? Before April 1st.
We'll have it before then, but I mean, a couple more days we should have it back. Twitter, stop fucking jerking my dick, okay?
Jerking my dick is what he says.
It's what he said.
I'm like trying to keep you all professional. I'm like jerking my dick.
Hey, that's why it's after dark.
It's after dark. But
are we gonna have to change it after like daylight savings? You know what I mean? Because like
no, we're not. No, we never do that.
Dark for me most of the time.
But yeah,
rubbing the helmet on this.
Google us, motherfucker. If you literally just type in Rumboyz with the Z,
I got a helmet back home.
You're gonna find us. like there's no. You can't. At this point, you cannot not.
Dude, honestly, I love it.
No, there's nowhere else to fight. Exactly.
Yeah,
like who?
Bogart's like, hey man, do you have those graphics
It's
from
the branding, man? That Z just kind of makes a different URL.
And I was like, I just type it in on Google, and I was like, they're all on the internet, bro.
Yeah. But we cornered our own fucking little corner of Google, which that's really cool. Like that's really awesome. Type us in Google. Google me, bitch. I'm going off the air. I'm done. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the rough boys and girls. What it do, dilly dilly. I love and appreciate all of you. Allah, motherfuckers.
That shit barely hit my deposit from winning this.
Motherfucker.
Dude, that's why I'm like, loving it right now. It's good.
I love you. I gotta play our outro. Okay.
Oh, I thought you already did. My bad.
Motherfucker, no.